Yay! Good morning, good morning, good morning, morning. It's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Middle of the week and it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. What day is it, Fleur?
Wednesday.
Good teamwork there. Glad we sorted that one out. That bad boy out. It is Wednesday. What is going on? What's going on with this? Don't know. I'm Carol, or Mr. Majika with a bit of dodgy hair there. How you doing? I'm Carol. I'm with you for the next 5 hours with the awesome Fleur slash chainmail slash amazingness Hastings. I had to pay her £5 to say that.
That's not true.
It is. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm excited to work with you.
Yeah, I'm excited to work with you too. I've missed you.
I've missed you too.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Give us a text. Who are you missing today? 60777. That's our text number. You don't have to tell us who you're missing. Just say hi. That's our text number, 60777. Normal network charges apply. Blah, 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 blah. And start your text with the word JM Studio. If you haven't seen me before, I've been off for the last 8-9 months having a baby. And it's time to get back to work now, quite frankly. It's time to get back to the grindstone. That's what my husband keeps telling me. Back to work. Back to work. I like all these little things. Thanks for that, Ryan. 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't forget to add your authenticity card to your order for just 25p. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. And one more. Yes, please. P&P is £2.95. 1 P&P per day, not per item. Jewellery Maker. Bringing out the designer in you. Amazing. Anyway, how are you doing today? It's great to be here today. We've got some amazing deals on today's show. Of course, because we've got Fleur with us today, there's going to be lots and lots of chainmail items. So we're going to be showing you lots of jump rings. Your 2 kits are absolutely incredible today, aren't they?
They're awesome. Yeah, they are really awesome kits.
Yeah, we've got chainmail, amazing gemstones, black pearls, rhodonite in the first one. It's absolutely glorious. We are going to be bringing you, though, an absolutely incredible deal to start off with, though. And Martha is determined to bring this one to you right now. I'm going to show you what you get free with your first order in just a minute. But first off, how about this little treat? I tell you what, I get so excited by things like this because I'm all about... I probably shouldn't tell you this. Should I tell you that? I don't know. I'm all about kind of a quick fix me. If I want to do something, I want to do it there and then. If I want to make something, I want to be able to make it there and then. You know what I mean? I like to do things quickly. How about being able to make 3 beautiful, precious genuine gemstone rings at the drop of a hat? You absolutely can do that. Okay, now, in this gorgeous box here, I've got 3 beautiful pear-cut gemstones. I've got... Fleur, one of your favourites. Serenite. One of the most incredible genuine gemstones on planet Earth. Looks like a diamond. I can't pick it up. Out of practice. Where is the grabber? Where is the grabber? Do we have it? Is the grabber on the desk? I don't know. The velvet mat. It's not on the velvet mat. Don't know where the grabber is. Well, it was. Yes, it was in the ring, Martha. But you didn't. But here we go. Imagine being able to make this stunning, beautiful, glorious ring. Now, I have to be honest with you. This gemstone is not fitted into the ring mount securely. I'm literally just kind of poking it in and just gently, here we go. It's gently just balanced onto the ring mount there. No word of a lie, you can make this. How? Okay. By getting these 3 pear-cut genuine gemstones. We're talking serenite. The look of a diamond, the class of a diamond, arguably rarer than diamonds. Rhodonite garnet, incredible quality. I'll pick them up individually in just a couple of seconds. And you're either going to be getting Ethiopian opal, which you've actually got in this one here, or you're going to be getting a stunning pear cut topaz. Now, these beautiful genuine gemstones, they're all calibrated. They're all 8 by 5 millimeters in size, okay? So they're all calibrated. What does calibrated mean? So basically, when you have a calibrated gemstone, it means that it is faceted, to a certain dimension. So it's not 8.2 by 5.4, it's 8 by 5. And that is absolutely fantastic for a number of different reasons. If you wanted to ever mount this into a ring or a pair of earrings, you absolutely could do, because of course you've got that 8 by 5 dimension. Guess what? The mount is for this ring here. It's for an 8 by 5 millimeter gemstone. Now you've got a size 5, which is a size J to K ring mount here. How about getting exactly the same for your rhodonite garnet and your Ethiopian opal or your topaz? You've got 3 ring mounts and 3 pear cut gemstones. Now, Fleur, I'm a very basic jewellery maker. I don't practice my jewellery making as much as I should do. There are certain things which I'm very, very comfortable with making. I can make wrap loops. I can make just about make a wire wrapped ring, things like that. This is perfect for me because it is so simple. You don't necessarily need the gem setting set to be able to set the gemstones into the ring mount setting, do you?
No, you just need something to be able to push those claws over to hold that gemstone in place. I've never tried it with the gem setting toolkit, but I have used my nylon round nose pliers so that it was softer, and I pushed them over with that, and it did hold it securely. If you have got the gem setting toolkit and you could get hold of it, it's even better because you've got everything in there. So you've got your grabber in there and things like that, and your ring clamp to hold it. So you just need a few things just to hold it in place so you can push them over. But for me, these kind of pieces of jewellery, they look like they've walked out of a shop. They look like they've just come from a jeweller because they're so perfect.
And that's it. If you are a beginner when it comes to jewellery making, if you are right at the beginning of your jewellery making hobby, to make something which is as professional as this might seem really unachievable. I tell you something though, it's not. As Fleur says, all you need is a couple of tools just to hold it in place. If you wanted to, you could literally just teeter the gemstone inside the mount, and if you've got even our small toolkit, and use your pliers, use your flat nose pliers, use your round nose pliers to gently just tweeze the prongs, because they are 95 sterling silver. It's a lovely, soft, precious metal to work with, but also incredibly workable, incredibly pliable, and of course, most importantly, incredibly strong as well. So I've just popped the gemstone in here. And with your tools from your small toolkit, you can just gently tweeze the prongs around the gemstone, and there you've made your own incredible ring. And you might have only been making jewellery for a couple of weeks, and you can make something that looks as professional as this. Now, as you can see, we've already got people coming through to get this. 21 opportunities available today, so not many opportunities at all. Sorry, 20 chances left. Only 20 opportunities remaining in the building today. Now, price point wise, 3 genuine gemstones. You're guaranteed a serenite, you're guaranteed a rhodolite garnet, and you're guaranteed either an Ethiopian opal or a topaz. Plus, you get 3 size 5, size J to K, 925 sterling silver rings as well. Today, this is your incredible price. It is absolutely amazing. £30, done. Give us a call when you can. It is a free phone number from a BT landline, 0800 644 655, or get involved on our website, JewelleryMaker.com. Now, Fleur, when you come through to get something like this, and you make pieces of jewellery, I know that you still find time, I don't know how, but to do occasional craft fairs, things like that. Pieces of jewellery like this at craft fairs, if you were to make something like this, Fleur, and sell it on your stall, what kind of price points would you be looking to charge people for a ring such as this?
I mean, for me, that would be a £30 plus, depending on where I was selling that. And that would be £30 at sort of like a school fete, going up to £40, £50 if I had paid more for my craft table. I do a lot of business events, so a lot of business awards, and then they have a shopping village. So obviously those people there are expecting to pay a little bit more, and because it's a finished piece of jewellery, you know, pop that in a little ring box or in a beautiful little bag, you know, and that is that's a stunning gift for somebody, and they're really easily sized up as well, or sized down, because you've got lots of silver in that band. So if you did want to take it to a jeweller's and have it made bigger, if it was for a gift for somebody, you knew that they were a little bit, say, a larger the larger than J to K, I'm sure it would go up like 1 or 2 ring sizes, no problem.
Do you know what? That's a really, really good point, actually. I hadn't thought of that. Fleur is totally right, because there is so much silver in each one of these bands, and I'll just hold it like this so you can see. Oh, my gem's just fallen out. That this isn't a hollow band. You've got a really beautiful thickness to the shank of these ring mounts. So if you wanted to increase it by a ring size, it shouldn't be a problem at all. If you take it to your jeweller and say, look, it is a size 5, a size J to K, can I get it taken up 1 size? It shouldn't be a problem at all. By the way, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if for any reason you take it into a jeweller's and they say, no, actually, no, I don't think we will be able to do that, send it back to us. We'll give you your money back, no problem whatsoever. I've only got 18 chances remaining in the building. Don't forget that. Please don't forget that. And Fleur is quite right. Depending on where your event is, depending on where you're selling your jewellery, it depends very much on the kind of price points people will expect to pay for items. I'm lucky enough to be able to go into the wedding fair at the NEC on Friday, and price points that people will expect to pay there are massively, massively higher than how much people would expect to pay at a charity school fete, for instance. Yeah. Now, we've had text coming through already. Barbara in Dorset says, "Bees, guys." That's from Elaine in Surrey last night. It says, "The sun is shining, Carol and Fleur on the telly and chainmail. Barbara, kiss, kiss." Thanks, Barbara. Kiss, kiss back to you as well. Is the sun shining?
Not outside.
Is it not?
No.
Oh, dear.
It is in here.
It rained really heavily last night, didn't it?
No, yeah.
It was like the end of the world. And Barbara says, "You make me smile every time you're on, Carol. Looking forward to a great show." Thanks, Barbara. Isn't that nice? Oh, I love it. I love it. Well done, everyone. I've still got more people coming through to get that. Don't forget, it is a free phone number from a BT landline. Now, if you are watching Jewellery Maker for the first time ever today, you need to know a few different things. You need to know a few things. If you are brand new to Jewellery Maker today, you get a number of things free with your first order. This is how much we love you. This is how much we love you. And a reason to come back to Jewellery Maker time and time and time again. You get a free Get Started with Jewellery Maker tutorial booklet. Okay, now inside this booklet, there's loads of information about things like our toolkits, findings, which are the things which hold your pieces of jewellery together, such as jump rings and crimp beads. Lots of really simple tutorials in here as well. Necklace, simple threading. Information here about getting started. Jewellery making kits, tutorials, lots of information there, how to make a stretchy bracelet. So all of that is free. You also get a free Get Started with Jewellery Maker DVD as well, which is absolutely fantastic. This is about an hour long. There's loads of tutorials on here, everything from making rack loops, to making earrings and bracelets and necklaces, and lots of information about the channel as well. So all of this is free. Now, if you are going to be shopping with us for the first time today, this is free with your first order. If you do want to get hold of this, and possibly you aren't going to be starting an order today, just call the call centre on the number below and we'll be able to send that out to you as well. Don't forget as well, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything you get from Jewellery Maker. Plus, you are only paying £2.95 P&P per order. I think that's amazing.
Do you know, I was buying something online yesterday and I put a pair of shoes on my order and it went up by £7 to deliver it.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was £4 for the dress and the cardigan. And,
no.
And it went up to £7 when I added the shoes.
That's unbelievable.
Yep. But saying that, when we go to Solihull, it cost me £5 to park the car. So, you know, it's... Sometimes, I mean, £2.95 for everything. If you could buy everything on the show and all 3 shows, you could have a truckload of jewellery making stuff.
You're right.
Arrive for £2.95.
You're right. I at the minute am selling something. I'm selling a few things, 5 items actually, on a very well-known auction website. You know the one I mean? Yeah. Actually, if you want to find it, yeah, I'm selling a few different things. I'm selling a door bouncer, an electric breast pump, and you can tell I'm not having any more kids. No more, no more. But anyway, and one of the things I'm selling is a suitcase, and I'm doing collection only because it is a big suitcase. And somebody said, how much would it be to post this to me? And I thought, you know what? I don't even want to. That's embarrassing. It's probably more than it's actually going to sell for. Yeah, it's probably going to be about £20-25. And hasn't the price of Royal Mail gone up yesterday? Or was it today? Oh, unbelievable. Anyway, right. Okay. Check this out. Now, I know Fleur is literally clinging onto the side of the desk because I know you want to mention this clasp here.
Yes.
In this little wait your turn.
Okay, I will.
Wait your turn. In this little findings pack, you're going to be getting, gorgeous. This is all yellow gold plated 95 sterling silver. The most beautiful Rollo chain with these awesome, awesome little round connecting links. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? That on its own just as a bracelet is just stunning, isn't it? Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You're also going to be getting, as part of this mini findings pack, you're going to be getting 2 pairs of yellow gold plated 95 sterling silver earring findings, which of course is fantastic if you're allergic to any base metals, because of course you've got yellow gold plated on top of 95 sterling silver. So 2 pairs of your shepherd's hook earring findings. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the way they finished off with that little spring at the bottom. You're also going to be getting jump rings, there's crimp beads, and there's also crimp bead covers as well, and a mini lobster claw clasp you can see there. If you're in doubt as to what to do with any of those findings, don't forget, in your Get Started with Jewellery Maker booklet, almost all these findings are mentioned and they're described as what they're more generally used for. Think outside the box though, if you want to get some of our, if you want to go onto our YouTube channel and find out how else you can use these kind of findings, or go to our Facebook page and say, how else can you use head pins? You will be getting loads and loads of responses about how to use these incredible findings. But it is this clasp here that Fleur, you are absolutely mad about this, aren't you? It is a gorgeous, gorgeous finding. It's really weighty as well, isn't it?
It's really heavy. I had to buy a clasp for a very heavy necklace, chainmail necklace that had quite a lot of sterling silver in, and the clasp itself was smaller than that, and it was £7.40 or something like that, and it was sterling silver. It didn't even have any gold on top of it.
£7.40,
and that's at a trade price for me, because I was buying quite a lot of silver.
You see, I don't actually think £7.40 is a lot of money. I think that's actually a pretty decent price. If you've got precious metal, yellow gold plated 95 sterling silver, and it is just that, it's precious. It's a precious metal quality you're going to be getting here. £7.40, £7.50. I don't actually, for the amount of design quality that's going to add onto a piece of jewellery, I think that's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so you've got your mini findings pack here, as well as half-drilled pearls. Now, this little stunning dish houses 2 beautiful half-drilled pearls. Now, I'm not going to describe them as Tahitian pearls because, of course, to be Tahitian pearls, these pearls have got to come from Tahiti. Arguably, these will be freshwater culture pearls from China. But my word, if I knew nothing about pearls other than what a Tahitian pearl looked like and what a freshwater culture pearl looked like, I'd say, yeah, these are strongly reminiscent of the Tahitian pearl quality. They are almost perfect rounds, as I'm sure you can see there. And pearls are valued on a number of different things, including the size, the shape, the nacre, the orient, so how round they are, how big they are, the quality of the nacre, so how smooth the surface of the pearl is, the orient, it should look like there's light coming, a glow coming from within the pearl, which is exactly what you've got here, that luminosity. The quality of these pearls, stunning. The shape, the symmetry you're going to be getting here, absolutely incredible, isn't it? 2 of them, perfect. Half-drilled. Now, because they're half-drilled, it means that they're absolutely wonderful for things like earrings, pin set earrings. If you've got a pair of pearl stud earrings, which I know many ladies do, chances are is that they're going to be pin set pearls. So you've got something similar to the head pin, which is pictured there in that gorgeous findings pack, which will go into halfway through the pearl, and it'll either be glued in or it'll be screwed into the pearl with a little screwing mechanism, and then you put your your butterfly fastening on the back, and there's a pair of gorgeous earrings. Actually, really, really nice and simple to make. Now, a pair of pearl earrings, let's just say, or even a pearl pendant just using one of these pearls with yellow gold plated 925 sterling silver, would you expect to see a price point under 30, 40, 50 pounds? Today, 2 half drilled pearls plus your yellow gold plated 925 sterling silver findings. Under £20. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Now, remember what Fleur said with regards to this incredible clasp here, which was just 925 sterling silver, absolutely fantastic, but a clasp like this, which was smaller than this, you said, didn't you? And it was £7.40. Today, you're going to be getting this, plus the other 44 yellow gold plated 95 sterling silver findings, and your half-drilled black freshwater cultured pearls, all for under £20. The phone lines, the web have gone absolutely nuts. I've got loads and loads of people coming through to get this. Well done. And don't forget, you've got that 30-day money-back guarantee. If for any reason you get these findings and these beautiful pearls home and you're not 100% satisfied, send it back, we'll give you your money back. Deb Briggs, whoop whoop, Fleur and Carol. I better get some towels ready. What? Oh, I just know the TV will be splattered with coffee again at some point. I thought maybe she's going to have a baby. Some towels and hot water. Isn't that what people say? Like on Call the Midwife.
Call the Midwife.
Like towels and hot water. Liz from Kent says it's only one of the reasons we come back to JM Carol. It's the presence and the designers. So yes. So glad to have you back in the fold. Thanks. It's good to be back. Back in the fold. It makes me sound like I'm in a gang.
I bet you're relieved that you're not watching lots of children's TV for hours and hours and hours.
Well, yes. Although I'm very strict on the whole TV thing. So last night, everyone was very tired and emotional over dinner time, including myself. And last night, I did something which I never normally do. I let the children watch television whilst they were eating their dinner. Okay. But it had to be on my terms, and we watched Pointless, and it was amazing. I love Pointless, and Hattie loves Pointless. She loves reading out the numbers and stuff like that, and all that kind of stuff. So children's TV doesn't feature too strongly, apart from Dumbo and Mary Poppins.
Well, you could pick 2 worse films, couldn't you? That's good films to
Dumbo's
be able to
amazing.
watch. I love Dumbo.
I love Dick Van Dyke as well. I think he's amazing.
He is.
Right, Kit with Fleur. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Fleur.
Dream a little dream with me.
Yay! I didn't think you were going to join in then.
Oh, of course I would.
I love that. Mark didn't the other day. Just stood there, just going.
He sang you a song.
He just kind of stood there, just going. I said, Mark, come on. No, I'm not joining in. His voice is actually deeper than that, but anyway.
There's dogs howling everywhere now.
Sorry, what was that? Martha? Oh, no, yes, sorry, yes, that's what. Yes, the kit is called that. That's why we just randomly went into song there. Okay. OMG.
Stunning.
Oh, my goodness me. We have less than 100 chances for this kit. It is going to go. It is going to sell out. Potentially, you can make jewellery that looks oh my word. Beautiful Dreamcatcher inspired pieces like this. You can make this entire piece of jewellery using what is in this kit, and so much more, because there's so much more jewellery, there's so much more in this kit. It's wonderful, isn't it, Fleur?
It's a beautiful kit. It's very, I can't say the word, it's very sexy, isn't it?
You can say that. Can you say that? Come on.
It's a very sexy kit because of the colours. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful kit.
It's so far before the watershed. It's almost after the watershed. So come on, let's just get it out there. Right. Okay. Stunning kit. You're right. It is so sexy. The gemstones in fact, let's start with the gemstones. Okay. Right. Oh my word. Okay. Rhodonite. one of the most awesome gemstones on planet Earth. A gemstone which a lot of people haven't heard of, and I don't know why, because it is just such a beautiful gem. It's the only natural gemstone I can think of, other than tourmaline, that can bring you at the same time pink, greens, greys, blacks, all at once. It is 100% natural. This beautifully patterned, beautifully organic, genuine gemstone here. Each strand, each gemstone is entirely unique. Some of these are almost entirely grey. Some have got this beautiful mottled quality. They are just glorious, aren't they? Stunningly opaque, this gem as well. Absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome. And every single gem is as unique as you. You're also going to be getting genuine freshwater cultured pearls. Actually, what's this little strand? I don't remember seeing. Oh, these are so cute. Black agates, look at these. Little mini gems. Little 2mm seed beads of black jasper. Absolutely perfect to use as spacer beads, to make beady beads out of. If you're in doubt about what to use gemstones like this for, please go to our website JewelleryMaker.com. There are so many tutorials on how to use things like seed beads, how to incorporate them into your designs. Why don't you go onto our website and look up beady bead, which is basically where you make a large bead out of lots of little beads. Sounds a bit strange, but it looks like a little blackberry if you were to make them out these beautiful seed beads. There's so many ways in which you can use these. It's so simple. Final strand you're going to be getting here, genuine freshwater cultured pearls. Oh my word. Now, with this gorgeous kind of navy blue, kind of Indian ink kind of tone going through here, so deep, so dark, so luxurious. Genuine freshwater cultured pearls. Now, very different to the pearls which I just brought to you in, with that gorgeous findings pack, in the fact that these don't have necessarily the symmetry. They've got these beautiful kind of flat bottoms on them, so they're going to sit beautifully against your décolletage or against your wrist. They're gorgeous, aren't they? They're really shiny. Gorgeous. Okay, so you've got your 3 strands of genuine gemstones. There's so much more. Can I just tell you, we've already got over 20 people who've said yes to this kit at an amazing price point, okay? Just shy of £50 for everything you're going to be getting in this kit. And I've already got loads of people confirming and lots of people waiting on the phone lines as well. Okay, you're also going to be getting wire with this kit. Okay, so you've got 10 metres of 0.6mm gauge silver plated. Have you incorporated that into the whole price point thing, Martha? Okay, so this is silver plated. I thought this was silver coloured. What about this one? Oh my word, okay. Oh my word, it's twisted. Right, okay, so you've got 0.6mm gauge silver plated copper wire. You've then got, what gauge is this, Fleur?
0.4.
And how much are you getting there? That looks like, is that 10 metres as well? 10 metres of 0.4mm gauge silver plated copper wire. So 10 metres of 0.4, 10 metres of 0.6, arguably 2 of the most useful gauges of wire for when you're doing doing your fine work, for when you're connecting your wire work together. Your 0.4mm gauge is invaluable, and your 0.6 is just that little bit more sturdy. You can start to make things like jump rings out of these as well. You're also going to be getting 10 metres, check this out, of silver plated copper twisted wire. Oh my word. So you've got that incredible rope-like twisted quality to this wire. It is absolutely incredible. So essentially you've got 30 metres of silver plated copper wire here, 0.4, 0.6, and of course your 1mm gauge twisted wire as well. Now, is there anything else? Yes, because of course we've got Fleur. We've got to give you jump rings. A Laura jump rings. Okay. So, 200 of your 6mm jump rings, 200 of 7mm jump rings, and 100 of your textured jump rings. Okay, so here are your plain jump rings. And if you've never done chainmail before in your life, don't worry, because she's a very good teacher. So you've got your plain jump rings here. Again, these are silver plated as well, so precious metal plated jump rings. Okay, so these are your largest jump rings you're going to be getting here. Okay, so sorry, give me those details again, Martha. So yeah, so 200 of your 7mm jump rings, 200 of your 6mm jump rings as well, which are plain and again round, and then your textured jump rings, which are right here. The texture on these is amazing, Fleur. 7 by 5mm on these gorgeous oval jump rings. They're amazing, aren't they, Fleur?
They're beautiful, and oval jump rings, they make chainmail really elegant as well, because they give that nice elongated. There's some weaves that you can't do with oval jump rings, but there's quite a lot of weaves that you can, and they also make beautiful endings for your necklaces and bracelets because they're more elongated, so they make that nice elegant look to at the end of a necklace.
Now, are all these jump rings are closed, yeah? They're not?
No.
They're already cut?
Yeah, they're all
so
cut.
You don't even have to cut them?
Nope.
Oh my word, that's incredible. So you don't have to go through, oh my word. So you don't have to go through the rigmarole of kind of cutting them up. They're already cut for you.
All the oval ones, all of them are all saw cut, precision saw cut.
Oh, wow.
Designed especially for chainmail.
Now, price point wise for this is amazing. I have got so many people already who have checked out their baskets at £47 and 5p. It's not going to be that today. We're going down. We're going under £30. Oh my goodness me. £29 and 95p. Right. You don't need me to tell you, because we've got someone like Fleur on the show today, because this is such a fantastic deal, because this kit is going to sell out unbelievably quickly. Now, Fleur, am I laying it on a bit thick by saying just for the jump rings and possibly the wire, this is an amazing deal, let alone the fact you've got all of the gemstones as well? It really is incredible, isn't it?
I mean, just for the wire alone, especially for this twisted wire, and this isn't two wires twisted together, this is one wire that's been twisted, so it's got a twist effect on it, so it's not two separate wires, which means that when you pop it together, you've not got two ends of wire that's going to separate. Like, so if that's the look that you like, that's fine, but this one it matches. We've got some twisted jump rings that are the same like this, so you can make jump rings out of this as well. And because it's twisted, because the wire's been twisted, it's been work hardened a little bit more, so it's got some beautiful structure to it, but it's still so malleable. So
if you had two wires which were twisted together and you tried to make them into, say, a bangle shape, then you'd have the two wires naturally kind of separating.
Yeah, you'd have four ends that would try and when you squish it together, they do separate. But when you can get the same effect with this, and it's just one wire that's been twisted together. Or you could use your wire twister tool and twist this together so it creates like a torque. So it would create like, if anybody's ever seen an Iceni bangle, like a Boudica bangle, that's just twisted, lots of wire twisters together, and it gives the same impression. And like I say, because it's been twisted already, it's got lovely structure to it. It's absolutely beautiful.
Do you know what, Fleur? I'm so excited by this. Because this is something which I've never seen. I've never seen this twisted wire before, where it's just a single wire that's been twisted. But personally, I don't think I've ever bought you the oval textured jump rings. I'm kind of forgetting about the gemstones as well, because the gemstones are just wonderful for this kit. They really are, with your genuine freshwater culture pearls. These seed beads must have been a real godsend for this kit as well.
And on the necklace, they look like, because I do a lot of pearl knotting, I've got a pearl knotting course, and it looks like they've been pearl knotted in between. It looks
really
like you've got the knots between. So it really helps to separate out the pearls and give them their showcase of their individual beauty. But if you just wanted to make a beautiful bracelet just out of those, a very delicate bracelet, and then just have a few of the silver jump rings in the middle, it's very versatile, this kit, and this is what I've got left. So I've still got jump rings, I've still got gemstones, I've still got all this, and I have made a large dream catcher as well, and all this 0.6. I've used all the 0.4, but I've got all this left. It's an amazing kit, and at that price, I thought it would be another at least £12 more than that. I really did.
And she knows what she knows what she's on about. Fleur, demo wise, let's get to it.
Okay, so just going to quickly show you how to make the dream catcher, because obviously it features quite heavily in the pieces that I've made. And if you've never made a dream catcher before, they're very, very easy to make. So you can either make them in wire, or you can make them in sort of like your S-lons and your silk cords. So like we were just saying, this beautiful twisted wire is a great structure. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken my gizmo rods, and I've just made a coil out of the 0.6 to go around. Now the reason I've put a coil on there is to hide all the findings, all the wire work to start with, so it looks more seamless. So all I've done is I've popped it round a mandrel and just created a circle. Okay, I've left a little tail of the 0.6 on the end of my gizmo coil, and all I'm going to do is pop it together and just wrap that around just to secure that in place now. So now I've got my frame left, and these two pieces here are going to create the bail later on. So I'm just going to now just trim off a little bit of that wire, because I don't need it all, and I don't want it to get in the way. So now taking my 0.4 wire, we're now going to attach that in the same place at the top. So all I'm going to do is take the little tail end of my 0.4 wire and just wrap it around just the top, and this is all going to get hidden by the pearl in the front and when you do your coils at the end. Now when you make a dream catcher, it's exactly the same as a half hitch knot. So if you're into your macrame, it's a half hitch knot. If you're into your cabochon caging, your wire caging, it's exactly the same. So what you need is you need the wire coming out on the top of your circle. We're going to take the end of the wire and we're going to go through the loop, through the middle of the circle, but stay on the inside of this wire, okay, and pull. And as you pull that wire, what you get is you get a loop forming. So you can see now I'm starting to get a loop here, and I'm starting to get a gap. Now when you first start, you need to just regulate how big you want those first few dream catcher circles to be. Okay. So I quite like that size. Now the reason why we've put the gizmo coil on is when I pull this now, can you see how it starts to mingle in? So you can't actually see the edge.
Oh, fab.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then again, exactly the same. So you're going to work around, go through the middle, staying on the inside of that wire. Now you do need about 1 metre of wire to do a dream catcher this size. Because there's nothing worse than getting to the end and realising you've not got enough. Now regulate the same size loops. If you have got something like a mandrel, you can pop your mandrel in there and just make it a little bit rounder if you want. That's entirely up to you. Okay. Give it a little pull and it snaps into place. It's 0.4, but it is very, very tough as well. You can give it quite a little a tug to get it inside that gizmo coil. So you're going to go all the way around till you've done your first layer. So I've got one over here that's I've done a layer on, so you can see. But all you need to do is just take your time. Don't pull it too tight to start with, and you just want to get these as even as you can. You can go in there with your nail and just make it a little bit rounder and just snap it into place. Okay. So you're going to go all the way around till you get to the end. Now this one, I've not done a gizmo coil on, so you can now see the difference. If you didn't want to put a gizmo coil on, can you see now how I can see a lot of those loops? Depends on the look that you want to go for. So I've now got to the end, okay? And what I'm going to do on this very first layer is I'm going to go back around my first section. And now to do the next layer and all the subsequent layers afterwards, all you're going to do is use this loop as the same as your outside edge. So you're going to go through the middle, pull it through, and as you pull, just don't pull it too tight to start with, and you've got your first loop. And you just carry on going all the way around till you get to the middle. Now a traditional dream catcher has a hole in the middle because it's got lots of connotations and things like that. So you can go all the way around and you can fill in right to the very end. So you can see now it's starting to build up quite quickly.
Yeah, gorgeous.
I tend to do every single loop. You can miss a loop out if you want. If you've got lots of loops on the outside and it's, you know, your wire's running out, you can start to miss a few loops. So there's no set pattern, but you can see how it starts to fill in quite quickly. Now if I just bring this one over, so this is a large one that I did, which I was gonna put some feathers on the end because that's what they tend to look like. But all I've done is I've left the hole in the middle, and all I did then was just wrap the end part of my 0.4 wire around that one of the top loops there. Now on the necklace I there used the small seed beads to then go around and frame that edge. So you can use those seed beads to frame the edge as well. So the dream catcher itself is very, very quick, but it's quite simple to make.
Isn't it just?
Like I say, you can either pop the gizmo coil around the outside, or you can leave it as a, you know, that beautiful twisted wire and see all the effects of the twisted wire. What I did with the bracelet is I did the circle, and then I went past the circle, a bit like a memory wire. So I went 1.5 times around, and then just put 2 loops on the end. So half the circle's doubled up and half the circle's single.
Lovely,
so just so you can get those 2 connecting loops. So it looks really nice. And I did try a little one for a ring as well, but I'm not very good at the ring shank thing.
Oh,
so I dared put it on screen because it didn't look very good. So then if we then go to the one of the chainmail weaves that's there, so we're going to do the full Persian weave that's on the bracelet itself, because again because you've got a substantial focal point, it's nice to have a substantial band as well to go with it to make it weight properly. So it's not going to fall apart because the loops are in the middle. So it just is aesthetically pleasing if you've got a nice bangle to go on there as well.
Absolutely.
But if you're not into chainmail, you could use the wire to make a wire wrapped bangle as well. So you could, you know, keep the chainmail.
Now, to make additional jump rings for things like the design that Fleur's just about to show us, I've got the Jewellery Maker. Now, of course, don't forget the kit that we've just bought you for $29.95 comes with loads and loads and loads of jump rings. But if you wanted to make your own jump rings, much, much, much larger jump rings, this little device will allow you to do that. Let me show you the kind of size of jump rings you can make. So, this tool, unbelievably, enables you to make 10, 12, 14 and 16 millimetre jump rings. They're big.
They're big, and that's the inner diameter.
Yeah.
So that makes the inner diameter, and depending on the wire gauge that you use, will then create the outer diameter. So if you take the 16 millimetre diameter, or which one have you got there? Is that the 10?
Yeah,
so you get the 10 millimetre diameter, and you say use a 2 millimetre aluminium wire to create some larger jump rings. You're going to create a 14 millimetre outer diameter jump ring, because you've got 2 millimetre on either side. So you could create like my large practice rings.
Oh my word.
With all the different colours wires that you've got in your stash.
You literally just get your mandrel, there's the 4 different sizes, and you screw it into the tool here. Here we go. Oh. So I'm trying to do it one-handed whilst looking where my hand is in the camera. You literally screw it on, and then you get your wire, pop it into the hole. Here we go. And you just literally twist it. Oh, look at that! I was thinking, those aren't my hands. Whose hands are those? As if by magic, piff paff poof. Yes, so there you go. You put your wire through the little hole, twist it. Martha, did I hear you say we're going to do this for the lowest ever price? Ever! Not been seen since early January, apparently. We're going to do the lowest ever price. Already flying out at the regular price, but we're going to take it down to Bargain Town. $6.95. $6.95. Well done. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
But they're not only just jump ring makers, they're mandrels as well. So if you want to make a clasp, so you could do an actual clasp with these, you can do earring finders with these, you can do gizmo coils. There's so much you can do with them. They are brilliant. And if you've got a necklace in the purple wire and you want to make your purple clasp and jump ring to make it all seamless, you can when you've got a tool like this.
Amazing. Right, Fleur, let's get to it.
Okay, so we're going to do the full Persian, or the foxtail it's also known as.
Ooh.
Okay, so Jenny clearly thinks a full Persian is a waxing treatment, but it's not. I can confirm it's not.
She's with us this afternoon. Can't wait to see her. I love Jenny Cleary.
She's just gorgeous, isn't she?
She's amazing.
Hilariously funny. Okay, so what we're going to start with is we're going to start off with 2 jump rings, and now with a full Persian, you need to only use the 7mm jump rings that we sell here. Okay, so the 7mm jump rings are the correct size for this this weave, so perfect for this kit. Okay, so we've got 2 jump rings, and I've added 4 single jump rings to that double pair. Okay, so if we just count those jump rings 1, 2, 3, and 4. what I'm going to do with my first jump ring, now, like with any chainmail weave, the very first part is the hardest part. Once it's got the pattern established, it's very easy. So I'm going to take my open jump ring and I'm going to go through number 1 jump ring. Sorry, I've made a right mess.
Made a right mess, Fleur.
So through number 1 and through number 4. So it's now sitting just with 2 jump rings attached. I'm now, with my forefinger on my left hand, which is the hand that's holding it all together, I'm now going to push forward number 2 and number 3. So I've gone through number 1 and number 4, and I'm going to come down through number 2 and number 3. Now this weave is constructed of portrait and landscape rings. So this is going to be my landscape ring, so it has to stay flat, okay? So it has to stay flat on.
Right.
And close that one up. So it will all become really apparent in a minute.
I hope it will do.
Okay, so now you can see that that purple jump ring is emulating what the red jump ring's doing.
Yep.
So it's sitting flat.
Landscape.
And I've got all these 4 portrait rings. So now what I need to do is turn this over, and that's what a lot of people get confused with the full Persian, is they forget to turn it over and do the same on the other side. So I'm now going to turn it over. And once you've got this first pair of jump rings in, can you see now it's holding its shape a lot more now, so you can actually see where the pattern's going to go. So I'm going to go through number 1 and number 4 and down through number 2 and number 3 and close. So that's 1 unit completed. So if I hold it up, you can start to see where it's where the pattern's starting to go. So it's not holding its pattern very well now, but it will do in a minute. So now, to be able to go on to my next part, I always need 4 portrait rings before I can add on my landscape rings. So I've got 2 portrait rings here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open those 2 portrait rings up, and I'm going to add 2 more portrait rings in between them. So then I get my 4 portrait rings back again.
I'm following this. I'm following this.
So go through there.
I am.
That's 1 and 2. So now I've got my 4 portrait rings back again that I can now add in. Okay, there we go. So I'm now going to take my landscape ring, and these 2 here, so the 2 previous rings, the 2 back, and my first 2 portrait rings, and I'm going to go down through my next portrait rings. Okay.
Okay.
So that's through 1. And then not forgetting now to turn my work over and do exactly the same. So you can see there how it's starting to form.
Yeah.
So I've got 1 jump ring in the bottom here, and now I need to put the top jump ring in. So take my next open jump ring, go through the second to last pair of portrait rings, and down through the last pair of portrait rings, and close. And now to be able to move on again. So if I just hold that up again, you'll start to see the pattern now starting to form a lot better. So you see now you've got those V's, if you like.
Yeah.
And it's different it's the same, if you do it in 2 different colourways, it looks really, really cool because it's got the same colours on either, it's got different colours on either side.
Yeah.
So now to be able to move on again, I've got 2 portrait rings. So I need another 2 portrait rings. So I'm just going to open up the first 2, and I'm going to take another 2 open jump rings. So with this weave, you do need all your jump rings open except for the first 4 that you're going to attach in as closed jump rings. So if you go along and open all your jump rings, this weave gets a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can start to see there now. So this weave's really, really versatile.
Once you get going as well, it's actually really simple.
After you've got the first row in, then it becomes so much simpler because it starts to hold its pan. So if I just show you that from profile now, if I just hold it there, like where I would do, and let it hang down, you can see where it's actually going to go through.
They kind of offer themselves up, don't they?
They show you where they need to go. So if I just put 1 jump ring in, now say I dropped it on the floor or the phone rang or something like that, and I didn't know which side I'd done, if I hold it up again, can you see that one side's not got the other V on it? So you know that this side here hasn't got the ring on it, so I haven't turned it over and I haven't put that jump ring in. So it's quite a fail-safe one as well, because it actually tells you where the missing jump ring is, and you won't get all the way to the end of your bracelet and go, oh, I've missed one out. You'll be able to see it straight away.
Now, on the design which Fleur is showing us right now, the demo which Fleur is showing us right now, is actually on this DVD right here, which is the chainmail pendants DVD, because this is the full. This is the full Persian. Yes,
yeah.
the full Persian design. Weave that Fleur just showed us here. It is on this DVD here. So this is one of Fleur's DVDs, chainmail pendants. And on this DVD, you've got the helm flower, starburst, butterfly wings, Celtic square, full Persian cross, and wrapped cabochons as well. That is a huge amount of different weaves on here. It's only $4.95. I'd add it to your order if you're going to be attempting any kind of chainmail weave using this kit, which of course you will do for $29.95. Of course you will do. Then absolutely come in and get this DVD. In fact, we've got a couple of reviews about this DVD. Very informative and enjoyable. Fantastic. Oh, Jenny in Yorkshire, some great ideas here, and it doesn't look too difficult. Fleur's the best teacher. She is, isn't she?
Thank you.
Eileen says, cannot wait to start. Now, all of these weaves which you're showing us on this DVD, Fleur, are they all of this kind of level? Are they more difficult? Are they easier? Or?
No, the best thing about the pendants DVD for me is you not only learn the pendants, but you learn the weaves as well. So you actually learn 2 lots in each one. So the cross that's on the front is this full Persian, but just made into a cross.
That's beautiful.
So we show you how to do the full Persian, then we show you how to make the cross. So it's like a double whammy, really. So with a helm flower, you learn to do the flower, but you also learn to do the helm's weave, so you can make it into a bracelet as well.
Yeah, gorgeous.
So all of them you can either make into a bracelet or keep it as a pendant. So for me, I love this DVD because it's got almost 12, if you like, 12 ways.
Yeah.
And the cabochon that's on the front, that's actually it's 3/4 Persian. And like I said before, when I forgot to take one of the V's out, that makes the 3/4 Persian. So you just do and it opens up into a little valley, and then you can form it around your cabochon, and then just connect it at the top, and it captures your cabochon.
That's fantastic, isn't it? And as Fleur says, you know, you've almost got 12 tutorials on this DVD, because of course any of the tutorials, be it the cross or the cabochon, the wrapping of the cabochon, you can quite easily make into a bracelet or something entirely different. So just $4.95. Loads of you coming through for that, which of course it just goes hand in hand with this kit for $29.95 beautifully, doesn't it? Gorgeous.
And you only need 2 pairs of pliers to do any chainmail, 2 pairs of flat nose pliers, so it's a really affordable medium to start with as well, because you only need those 2 pairs of pliers.
Good stuff. And that's finished, isn't it?
So yeah, you just carry on now till you go to the end of your bracelet. So you just carry on with this the same way till you get either your bracelet, your necklace, or the cross, whatever you want to do with it. It's a really versatile. It's great for gents jewellery as well. It's a really nice gents jewellery weave as well.
Thanks, Fleur. Coming up next, natural tourmaline. Woo! That's how amazing that's going to be. Oh my word, one of my all-time favourite gemstones in the entire world. Genuine, natural tourmaline. This incredible genuine gemstone has for hundreds and hundreds of years captured the hearts and minds of billions of people. An amazing quality tourmaline strand right in front of you here. Every single one of those gemstones, every single one of them is natural, and it's all tourmaline. Isn't that just incredible? When you're looking at a gemstone strand like this, it's so easy to forget that there's no heat treatment, there's no dyeing process, there's no coating that these gemstones have gone through whatsoever. These gemstones have literally just been mined from the host rock, have been cut into rough shapes, have been faceted, drilled, and put onto this temporary strand, and that's it. Amazing. Tourmaline is a genuine gemstone that is mined directly from host rock. It is mined the majority of times in underground tunnels. You've got almost zero daylight during the mining process of this incredible genuine gemstone, other than lamplight. You literally see this gemstone appearing from the host rock. It is absolutely one of Mother Nature's wonders. October's birthstone as well, which is just fantastic. I think it fits in so well with that time of year, with all the gorgeous colours coming through. going from summer to autumn and then into winter. Full of beautiful mineral additions as well. Now, if you look at that recording there, which Ryan's just showing us there, you can see colours which are normally associated with tourmaline, such as those beautiful cranberry colours, those gorgeous pomegranate colours, going through to the lighter greens as well, which is more unusual. But you can see on the left-hand side of the picture, see that blue, that bluey coloured one there? Now, I'm not going to say that that's indicolite, but it is reminiscent of one of the rarest gemstones on planet Earth, which is indicolite, which is the blue variety of tourmaline, incredibly rare. And the way this gemstone forms, which is why you've got so many mineral additions and so many gorgeous characteristics going through each one of these gems, is this gemstone grows and then it has a bit of a rest, and it grows and then it has a bit of a rest. It's not constantly growing, it gets a bit tired. So it grows and has a rest and grows and has a rest. And when it has that rest and then when it starts growing again, because it grows like a crystal, it leaves behind those beautiful little markings where the gemstone has just rested for a few hundred years or however long it's for. So you get this incredible, kind of timeline in each and every one of these gemstones. They're all totally natural. Now, you can do so much with a strand like this. You've got almost every colour palette, almost every season represented in this single strand of tourmaline, and they're all completely unique. Your strand of tourmaline is going to be as unique as the next person's. Now, tourmaline is not a genuine gemstone we get very often on Jewellery Maker. It is incredibly difficult to mine, as I'm sure you can understand, it being mined in underground tunnels. It takes a long time to form. Not only that, a lot of tourmaline is reserved for setting into genuine gemstone jewellery. So to be able to get strands like this, which you can make into bracelets or into rings or into necklaces, or use it with the kit which Fleur's just had, it goes so beautifully with that gorgeous rhodonite. To have that opportunity is just wonderful, and it's something you can't miss out on. Price point for this is amazing. We've got two similar strands of tourmaline on our website, just under 30 carats each, and you're looking at over £50 for each one of those strands, which for a strand of tourmaline of this kind of calibre is just amazing. Okay, this is no way near that price point today. This is your deal. They're all going to go. £17.95p. Amazing, absolutely beautiful. Fleur, how many times on Jewellery Maker do you think you've worked with tourmaline? Have you worked with it a lot, or?
I've never worked with tourmaline when I've been here. I've bought it from here before, and I've bought those expensive strands as well, because I love it. It's my mum's favourite gemstone, so I always buy her. Her first chainmail bracelet was using tourmaline.
Oh, how gorgeous!
Yeah, and it's very similar to this. So she did a bracelet that we're going to do in the second kit. She did that bracelet and used the tourmaline, but it's so rare. It's so beautiful. I've got a favourite designer of jewellery, and they use this all the time. It's one of their top gemstones that they always use. And the Egyptians believe that this passed through a rainbow as it came to the surface.
Oh my word, that's giving me goosebumps.
Every single colour, because it does, doesn't it? It comes in. I mean, some of the most rarest gemstones in the world are.
Well, if you think about Chrysaora rubellite, Sapphira tourmaline, indicolite, those are some of the rarest gemstones on planet Earth, and you're getting colours in here definitely reminiscent of your Chrysaora rubellites and your Sapphira tourmalines and your indicolites. You absolutely 100% are, and of course, your Paraiba tourmaline. Totally forgot about Paraiba then. You are getting all of those telltale notes running through this strand. You are looking at one of the most exciting genuine gemstones on planet Earth, and I'm so pleased that you are clearly loving this gemstone strand as much as we do. So many people coming through to get this. I've got Alicia who's come through to get 2 of these, and if you do want to multi-buy this, please do, because don't forget, each strand is going to be totally and utterly unique. So you are going to be getting examples in here. I mean, just imagine getting a strand like this home and seeing those notes of Paraiba tourmaline, seeing those notes of indicolite, seeing those notes of some of the rarest gemstones on planet Earth, and knowing that you paid less than £20 for that entire strand. You literally are getting every single colour of the rainbow here, something which will suit absolutely everyone. Now, still to come, oh my word, an absolutely incredible second kit with Fleur. We also have coming up this amazing strand, one of the rarest varieties of garnet. Isn't it just incredible? genuine, natural, specitite garnet. Can I just say something very quickly? I've just had another 3 people multi-buying this. Kim and Karen, you've all, and Alicia, sorry, yes, you've all been multi-buying this strand. I've got loads and loads of people coming through to get this. Don't go anywhere. More still to come. It's going to be amazing.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
Amethyst is a gem which you can get in so many different colours, so many different shades, so many different clarities, and at Jewellery Maker we're lucky enough to have pretty much every single imaginable example of amethyst, whether it's natural Coloma Mine Zambian amethyst or whether it's going to be really highly prized lavender amethyst. And it's a gemstone which people have heard of. It's a household name. It's a gemstone with so much heritage, and it's worn by people of all ages, from all classes of society, and it's a fantastic gem to own. Hi! How you doing? Now, Kim just said to me, how do you fancy something to kick off this hour, Carol? With a bit of a get it on, get it off. I said, whoa, it's not that kind of a show. It's a bit early. Get it on, get it off. What? Top off? Do you know what? I'm up for anything. I am. Why not? There we go. A Fleur would. Just ask Fleur.
I'm like pass the parcel. I've got too many layers on. It'll take me too long.
Do you remember children's birthday parties when you used to have to do the cutting up chocolate thing, wearing gloves and hats and stuff like that? Do you remember that?
No, I can remember kiss 4 bare legs and a bare bottom, and it was a chair. You never heard of that one? See, that was in the 70s.
Kiss what?
4 bare legs and a bare bottom, but it meant a chair. 4 chair legs and the chair bottom.
Right, and what did you have to do?
Kiss a chair.
Why?
I don't know.
What was the fun in that?
I don't know.
Did you win something?
Well, it was one of the dares in Pass the Parcel. You know, you unwrap a layer and you have to do
So as a
something.
dare, you had to kiss a chair?
Yeah. We had strange things in Barnsley. couldn't afford sweets in each layer, so we had to do a dare in each.
I think it must be a northern thing. I've got no idea what you're talking about. Right. There you go. Anyway, in other news, this is going low. Kimbo's decided it's going to go low. Low, low, buffalo. I like that. The Jewellery Maker bracelet board. You have your bracelet board for your 6, 6.5, 7 and 7 3/4 diameter bracelets. They don't have to be bracelets. They don't have to be bracelets. Hey? How's... They don't have to be bracelets that you make. They don't have to be. They can be anything, can't they?
This is your ideal chainmail board. This is what I use for chainmail.
Why?
Because most chainmail, some of the very advanced ones, you'll use 4 different sizes of jump rings.
Oh,
so
don't.
you've got 4 little pots, if you like, to put your jump rings in. I then get those sticky notes and then just put the size of the jump ring that I'm using over the top, or a little bit of masking tape, and write the size that's in that pot. And then because you've got straight lines to chainmail from, it's so much easier than chasing them around a curved board. This is your ultimate chainmail board.
Words.
I love this board.
So scrap that. Can we take the details off, please? It's not a bracelet board, it's a chainmail making board. So you've got your inch and your centimetre diameters as well, which is fantastic, and fantastic to make your chainmail pieces. This is amazing. You are so right, Fleur. Should we just do the price? Get it on, get it off, says Kim. £1.95.
You need it.
Let's not get caught. Let's talk about something else.
Perfect. Perfect for different sizes of gemstones as well. You've got different sizes of gemstones.
Isn't it just?
If you've got a graduated strand, you can put them all in the different pots.
She's right. She's not just a pretty face.
Not just one of them either.
You are. She's lovely. She's lovely. Well, I've got loads of people there. Fleur just over there kissing a chair. Weirdo! Got loads and loads and loads of people coming through. You don't need me to tell you. £1.95 is amazing. Multi-buy. Come through. Get 2, get 3, get 4. Get 11 of them. Why not? If you're working on 3 or 4 or 5 different chainmail projects, you may as well do. Fleur's so right. Putting your different size jump rings in the different pots. Putting a bit of masking tape here. Writing on a bit of masking tape what size the rings are, and then there you go. Amazing. Well done. £1.95p. Loads of you coming through. Fantastic. Right. Star by now. Star by. Don't go anywhere. Disco baby hot. Yeah, we're getting hot in here. There's a song about that, isn't there? It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. No, no, no. I had a dream last night. Oh, I had a wonderful... No, I had a great dream last night. I had a dream that me and lots of my friends were stuck in a house and we had to escape from some people. So actually, potentially, it could be quite a scary dream. But there was a secret room upstairs in the loft that, to get out of the house, you had to go down a slide. And it was the most amazing slide. It was amazing. And this slide went on for just hundreds and hundreds of meters. It was amazing. Anyway, that was that. Right. Now, Kim, is this brand new? You're going to love this. Oh, my word. I've already got loads of you there. Right. Fleur.
Oh. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Isn't it just?
That looks like a Yorkshire rose.
I was going to say Tudor rose. Is a Tudor rose the same as a Yorkshire rose? Same thing?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. 925 sterling silver rose design. There's a gemstone in the centre. It's a tanzanite. I know. One of the rarest gemstones on planet Earth. Tanzanite 925 sterling silver Yorkshire rose charm. Absolutely incredible. I need to make you aware of something on the telephone lines and on our website. We already have got dozens of you coming through to get this. We've already got multi-buyers coming through to get this. You are not going to be able to believe how quickly this charm is going to sell out. I've got so many people coming through to get this. Right, okay. As well as your 925 sterling silver body of the charm, and of course your tanzanite, you're also going to be getting your lobster claw clasp at the top. This makes it just ideal for things like bag charms, to put as a little charm maybe on a makeup bag, to make it into earrings or into a detachable pendant. There are so many ways in which you can use this. It's important to note that with a 925 sterling silver charm like this, this would have gone through many, many, many stages to get to here today. It would have been sketched out, the design would have been sketched out, then that design probably would have been replicated on computer. Then a plaster, like a clay, a plasticine almost, design would have been created with something like this for the design. Then a mould would have been made. Then that would have been tested out with lots of different substances to see if the mould was good enough and had enough detail in it and would enable a genuine gemstone to be set into the centre. Then and only then would we start testing out the mould with metals. And then of course it ends up with 925 sterling silver. The quality is just absolutely superb. I mean, even the back's beautiful. Even the back is beautiful. We've got a question coming through about this as well. Kathy from Greater London. Will the lobster claw remove easily to make into earrings? What a great question. Do you know what? Let's have a quick look. I don't know. Is the gemstone... Sorry, I'm just going to hold this up if that's all right. I'm just going to see if this jump ring is cut, because if it is, then obviously the answer is yes. If it's not, it doesn't look like it is cut. So I'm going to say it can obviously be removed, but you won't be able to salvage that jump ring by the look of it. I mean, what are your thoughts, Fleur?
You could cut it and then pop one of the we've got some 6mm sterling silver jump rings that are already open, and just pop one of those through it.
Perfect.
You can, if you cut it very, very carefully with your flush cutters, and that you would be able to undo it and pop it back together.
Okay.
But you'd have to then file down the edges so that they were flush again. So you'd obviously, with a flush cutter, you'd make a point on one side. So yeah, it is doable, very, very doable. Okay. And if you can solder, then you could obviously solder it back in.
Oh, absolutely, yes, 100%, nothing to worry about there at all. With your tanzanite, we've got to get the price on the screen, because these are about to sell out within the next couple of seconds. I can't quite believe that. I mean, that's just... It's just incredible. Fleur, what would you do with something like this? I'm just having a look at this.
I've just got the tanzanite
beautiful.
from my second kit, because our second kit's got tanzanite in it. And I would use it with that.
She's right. She's right. It does have tanzanite in, and this would go so beautifully with it. I was just looking for the 925 stamp, because it should have a 925 stamp in it. It's not a hallmark, because it doesn't need a hallmark unless it's over 7 grams of sterling silver in here, but it has a 925 stamp there. Just something which we've added on, so what you know, so you know that what you're working with, what you're looking at, what you're essentially, you could be selling, is 92.5% pure silver. The rest is made up with other alloys to make this incredible precious metal workable, and to make it pliable, and to make it strong enough to work with and to set with genuine gemstones like tanzanite.
And it's claw set as well, so someone's actually physically claw set that tanzanite in the
yeah,
middle.
You're right. The
So
amount of work that's gone into that.
Lots of work.
You're right, because if it's bezel set, that's slightly different. It is claw set, so 4 individual claws would have been formed around this individually round, brilliant cut tanzanite to be able to set it into this central design. That's quite amazing, isn't it?
And it's a beautiful tanzanite.
Isn't it just?
It's unmistakably tanzanite.
It's
that blue. It's
yeah.
absolutely stunning.
It's a very soft, gentle, purpley blue, isn't it?
Really beautiful. It complements the design so wonderfully.
Doesn't it just? Oh, I can't wait to see these on the wall of fame. And essentially you've got something ready-made as well. So if like me, you know, like I said at the beginning of the show today, I'm quite a quick fix person. I like to be able to make that piece of jewellery there and then this is absolutely perfect for you. Well done to Kathy in Greater London. You've come through to get 3 of these. I've got people coming through to get 2s and 3s of these. Maybe you're going to make a pendant, an earring set, or a pair of earrings, or maybe it's 1 for you, 1 for your best mate, or maybe just all 3 for you.
For Mother's Day. I know they probably wouldn't get one in time for Mother's Day, but I mean, my mum lives away in Scotland, so I could get that for Mother's Day, and then when I see her in a couple of weeks' time, I could pop that on a beautiful pearl bracelet with a little charm carrier, and then just pop it on there. That'd be gorgeous. Good. That'd be beautiful for a Mother's Day present.
To make your own Mother's Day present. So I'm just thinking about what Hattie has done for both my mum and for my mother-in-law for Mother's Day. We've made a card, and she went a bit mad with the Peppa Pig stickers. So it's just glitter, glue, sparkles, stars, and Peppa Pig stickers everywhere. Like, no, but it was one of those Peppa Pig activity books with the entire alphabet worth of stickers in, and she just put A, B, C, D, E, F, G just all over, with a little kind of duck in the corner as well, and she just loves it. I think I'd rather get the Tanzanite charm, if I'm being honest, but you know, a lot of love went into that card, but there we go. Do you know you can buy something on the internet? Someone told me this the other day. Who was it who told me this? Can't remember. Called a glitter bomb.
What's one of
and you
those?
send it to people you hate. So you put, and literally it gets sent to them. It's a card, and I think you can personalise it to say, "Don't call me again," or whatever, or words to that effect. And they open it, and just loads of glitter comes out because, of course, you can't get rid of glitter. It has a lifespan of about 7 years. It's recycled by the Hoover. Nothing will get rid of glitter. But apparently, yes, you can buy things called glitter bombs, which don't contain explosives, obviously, but it's just a card full of glitter, and you can't get it out of your carpet or anything.
I quite like the last sound of those.
So do I, yeah. What's next, Lovey? Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Oh, what is it? No, they're not here. It's probably because they're somewhere else. Where are they? I don't know. That's 10 o'clock. That's 3. They're not in there, Lovey. Oh, we don't know where they are. Okay, something else. Yes. Yeah. What are they? They are, so this is good TV, isn't it? White gold. When did we white gold jump rings? They're plated, right? White gold. This is solid 9-carat white gold. Well, these are going to go, aren't they? Solid 9-carat white gold. This is the first time I have ever seen white gold on Jewellery Maker. I've never seen white gold before on Jewellery Maker, ever. Ever in the history of ever. Obviously, you must have done, Fleur. You haven't either.
I've never seen the white gold ones.
You're the jump ring queen, and you've never seen them?
No, hardly any. You can buy
on Jewellery Maker?
On Jewellery Maker. No, I think I saw the yellow gold when Jan launched them on the vintage weekend. I've never seen white gold. And I've seen white gold at one supplier in my life, and that's it. For jump rings, that is, for saw cut jump rings. Which I'm a little bit
scared because I have absolutely. If these were 9-carat yellow gold jump rings, if they were sterling silver jump rings, if they were silver plated copper or yellow gold plated copper, I'd have a vague idea of price point wise where we're going to go. I have never seen white gold jump rings. If I had to hazard a guess, okay, so you've got 10 jump rings here. They're 6 millimeters in diameter. I'd have to say, well, there's 10 of them. I'd have to say something like, I don't know, 50, 60 pounds, something like that. Honestly, I've got no idea how low these are going to go. I've got no idea. Blimey, I hope I don't look like a right Wally. 9 carat white gold open jump rings. Go on, just do it.
Wow.
That's amazing. That is quite simply amazing. That is the first time I've ever seen white gold on Jewellery Maker. I've never seen white gold before on Jewellery Maker. I'm sure we must have had it in the time that I've been up, but I personally have never seen white gold before on Jewellery Maker. And Fleur on Jewellery Maker has never seen white gold jump rings. This is the lady who we order jump rings for. That is amazing.
You could make the most beautiful pair of Mobius ring earrings with those, because you need 3 jump rings to make a Mobius ring. So you'd use 6 jump rings to make a pair, and then just 2 so you need 8 jump rings to make the Mobius, and then to attach it to your. And I think we do the earring findings as well. To do it in white gold.
White gold,
would be.
Fleur.
I mean, I would be over the moon if I could create. I mean, that's for a pair of Mobius ring earrings. Obviously that's a boutique pair of earrings. You'd be looking at over £100 for those for white gold.
And what's so lovely about this is you can tell it's white gold. You can really tell it's white gold. Sterling silver, if these were sterling silver, they'd be extremely shiny. Sterling silver is the world's most reflective precious metal. So you have sterling silver, which is the most reflective precious metal. Then you have white gold, which is this, and it's ever so slightly less reflective. It's more of a silvery colour than the bright white brilliance bright white kind of lustre of silver. And then at the other end of the spectrum, you've got something like platinum, which would be very, very dark indeed, almost like a gunmetal kind of colour. These are just incredible. That is really... Sorry, there's just one which is linked in with one of the other ones, but you are going to be getting 10 of your 6mm white gold jump rings. I've got a lot of you there. Please add those to your order, because I don't know if we're ever going to get those again. In all my years of jewellery making, I've never seen white gold at all on Jewellery Maker. That is so exciting.
I bet they're beautiful to work with.
I'll pass them over to you, Fleur, just so you can have a quick look at them. They are, love. Right. Yes. Now, what are they like? Are they lovely? Oh, look, she can't help herself.
Can't wait. Sorry. I just want to see how they...
Do they open and close really well? Oh. Are they amazing?
Yeah.
Oh!
They are.
Are they just amazing?
They are just beautiful.
Are they?
Yeah. As far as jump rings go, these are like the George Clooney.
Do you see what I mean about the look of them as well? You can tell they're white gold.
You can. They are absolutely stunning.
Aren't they just?
They are. I mean, my wedding ring's white gold. I love white gold.
Yeah,
I'm not really a yellow gold person. So for me, these would be what I would make a pair of earrings for myself with. Maybe with the black pearls that came with the gold.
Oh,
just
yes.
Put a black pearl on the bottom.
Oh my word.
They are beautiful to work with.
There might still be a couple of chances left there. They were $34.95, weren't they? Brilliant. $34.95. Amazing. Ooh. Right, okay. How about a rosary link chain? Go on then. How about a rosary link chain, which is rose gold plated silver? Sound good? About to get even better. Rosary link chain, rose gold plated silver with Ethiopian opal. Oh my goodness me. Now, I know already that you love Ethiopian opal. We had a strand of Ethiopian opal drops on the show on Monday. It sold out in seconds. Ethiopian opal is has over the last half a decade or so become the variety of opal that people want. The quality you are getting here is amazing. I'm just going to pop this onto onto a plain background, just so you can see the kind of quality, oh my word, the kind of quality you can expect. For Ethiopian opal, this has a very, very white background, which is lovely. Ethiopian opal tends to have more of a beigey colour background. This has got this beautiful white background, which gives the appearance of almost like a jelly opal quality, almost like you know when something is ultraviolet and it's almost purple, that it's got that ultraviolet kind of tinge to it. It's exactly the kind of quality you're going to be getting with this Ethiopian opal, which actually is a testament to the quality you're going to be getting. It shows how pure this particular variety of opal is. Are you going to be getting opalescence? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now obviously these gemstones are 3x1 to 5x2, so they're really beautiful little petite plain rondelles you're going to be getting. So yes, you are going to be getting opalescence, obviously, because the gemstones are that beautiful petite size. You're going to need to get reasonably close to the gemstones to see the opalescence. But do you know what? From here, and I'm about a foot away from the gemstones at the bottom there, I can see, and can you see, the reds, the blues, the sparkles, that pin fire, the flashes coming from some of these. The great thing about opal is it never ceases to amaze you. The lighting which we have in this studio here is fantastic for lighting the set, fantastic for lighting the jewellery, fantastic for lighting everything, apart from gemstones like moonstone and opal, gemstones which have natural optical properties. This gemstone is going to look even more spectacular when you get it home. My advice to you is if you can, multi-buy this as much as you can. Get 2s, get 3s, get 4s of these, because if you can, then you will be privy to completely and utterly unique strands of opal. I'm just trying to get some of that glare from the studio lighting off the opal to try and kind of give you the kind of light you're going to be looking at this at home. So kind of more of a natural indirect light. I've already got loads of people coming through, confirming, lots of people waiting on the phone lines for this. You are getting such a fantastic opportunity here. June's just confirmed as well. Well done to you as well. I've got Lynn, I've got Heidi, Agnes and Kathleen collectors on the phone as well. Well done. It's a 50 centimetre rose gold plated 925 sterling silver chain with hand drilled rondelles of Ethiopian opal. Now Fleur, to be able to make a chain, I mean this is a ½ metre chain rather than a metre chain. To be able to make a chain like this, it's going to take, even a guest designer like you, it's going to take hours, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I personally would never attempt it, because if one link isn't as perfect, I have to cut it up and start again.
Yeah.
If I was to have a go at this, I think I'd need about 5 metres of wire, just so that I could get each one that perfect. So I always say with these kind of chains, I couldn't buy the raw ingredients for what, and to get rose gold plated sterling silver is very rare anywhere else anyway. You hardly ever see even just the wire. And to work with something like Ethiopian opal, which is just, people know it, don't they? They've heard of it, they know it's a beautiful opal, and it's a birth gemstone. And all the pendants that are on the pendants DVD, I've used these gemstone chains to hang them on.
Oh, fantastic.
Because sometimes you don't need gemstones in a pendant, but your chain then has these beautiful gemstones. And they're so gorgeous. And the finings packs that we do, the jump rings go through the last loop, and then you just attach your clasp. So if you've got a rose gold sterling silver finings pack, you know, you've got a full necklace there ready to go. 100%.
And Fleur is so right when she talks about getting a consistent link, getting a consistent chain when you're making something like this. Even our most accomplished wire-working guest designers wouldn't want to attempt this, just purely because you can't guarantee you're going to be able to get identical individual links. This has been handmade. Well over 90% of chain that you get in the marketplace now, even from Jewellery Maker, is going to be machine made. It's the most efficient way of making it. But when you have a gemstone chain, these gemstones need to be added on individually, and individually wrapped links need to be made to connect them together. That has to be done by hand. It can't be done by machine. So many people coming through to get this. It is going to sell out. I've got multi-bidders as well. Here's your price point today. £28. That's where we should be. That's not your deal. We're going to go lower. This is a huge saving. It's going to sell in seconds. I've got so many people there. Oh my word. £14.95. It's almost gone. So many, oh my word, it is better than half price. The deal you are getting right here, right now, natural Ethiopian opal and half a metre of rose gold plated 925 sterling silver chain today. £14.95. Amazing, amazing, amazing. The phone lines on the web have gone absolutely bananas for that. There's no surprises there. No surprise. And as Fleur says, something like this to just make the simplest necklace with, just literally by putting a clasp on the end of a chain like this, and there you have a necklace which will look like $1 million, and it really will do. We've taken into consideration all of that wastage of all of the wire which has been accumulated by making a chain like this. You don't have to do that. We've done that for you. So we've made the chain, we've taken into account that probably double the amount of wire, well, approximately double the wire which you're actually going to be getting in this has been used to make this chain. We've taken all of that into consideration, so all you do, get on the phones, enjoy it, make it into a piece of jewellery. You don't even have to put a clasp on it. You can just literally wrap it around your décolletage. People coming through to get 2s and 3s of these. Really, really stocking up. Well done, everyone. What a quality. What a quality. That quantity is just flying out the door. I just love this Fleur. It's so beautiful.
It's beautiful. And we've been doing quite a few Ethiopian opal drops as well.
Yes, we have those on Monday.
Drops.
Yeah.
So you could have one of those just as a centre pendant.
Oh, I love the idea.
It would be just an absolutely stunning heirloom piece of jewellery. That would be.
I'd probably mix this with, I know that we've had rose gold plated silver black spinel chain. I'd probably mix it with something like that if you wanted to kind of glam it up a bit, because it's a very soft, very gentle kind of look you're going to be getting. I mean, you could go either way, couldn't you?
It could be. You could put I know we've done one with silver and tanzanite. You could plait the two together and then get the tanzanite charm and clip it on to the middle, because you could make a bracelet then, just literally plaiting it together, and then all three would go onto one jump ring. It would stay plaited, it wouldn't come unplaited, and a simple clasp, done. And it looks, it would look like a 3-figure piece of jewellery.
Wouldn't it just?
And it wouldn't have cost you 3 figures to make it.
No way. Not a £14.95. Well done. Oh my word. Fantastic. So that's going to sell out within the next few seconds. Congratulations to everyone who's come through to get that. Please don't forget as well, you're going to be getting your 30-day money back guarantee. So for whatever reason you get it home, you're not 100% satisfied, send it back, we'll give you your money back. But to be honest, you're not going to use it. Right. Yes. Matrix boxes. 2 Matrix boxes. I can't stop thinking about, what's his name? Keanu Reeves. Have you ever read up about Keanu Reeves?
I did read something about his friend and his mum and that kind of thing.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he is.
He's just like the nicest guy in showbiz, isn't he?
He is. I don't think he thinks himself as an A-list celeb, does he? He's so down to earth.
I think he got obviously he got paid a huge amount of money for doing the Matrix movies, and I think he gave a lot of it away. He paid for there was a guy who was in the production team whose child was unfortunately diagnosed with, I think it was cancer or something like that, and he paid for that child's treatment, and he bought all the production team a motorbike each. And even though he is undoubtedly a multi millionaire, he lives in a little flat in kind of West Hollywood and doesn't, it's just unbelievable.
I love his new film. Have you seen the film called John Wick? That's his best film
So
ever.
I haven't seen it. My husband saw it and said it was quite grisly.
Yeah, but it's watchable. It's not too.
Doesn't someone kill his dog or something?
Yeah. His wife died and brought him a dog, and then they broke into his house to steal his car, and they killed the little puppy. And then he went. But he was an assassin in his former life before he got married. So yeah, came back from his assassin roots and got them all. So it wasn't a nice ending, but it was obviously. He got a dog in the end.
Oh, did he? Okay, well, that's all I care about, really. The dog. There we go.
Yeah, it's a good film.
And who can beat Bill and Ted, hey?
Well,
Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure. Amazing. Excellent. Right, okay. Oh, I love Bill and Ted. Showing my age. Right, okay. 2 Matrix collections. Where are you finding these, Kim? This is all sterling silver. She's been rummaging around in the magic cupboard again. Oh, got cream for that. Okay, so 925 sterling silver jump rings. Fleur, how on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the most, how many do you want these?
10. 12.
Well, that 12. Not backward and coming forward, are you?
Nope. Oh no, just grab.
Just grab and run. So you've got 95 sterling silver jump rings here. These are all, are these, oh wow, they're all different shapes. You're going to be getting rounds, you're going to be getting little triangular-y ones, kind of little egg shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so there's hexagon ones as well. I can never tell the difference between a hexagon and a pentagon. I'm trying to teach Hattie shapes at the minute. She's better than I am. Rectangular jump rings as well. Loads and loads and loads of them. In total, 80 sterling silver jump rings. Now, I'm trying to work this out. Are these? They're open. So they're open jump rings. Could you use these for chainmail, Fleur?
Yeah, you can, yeah. So saying what we were saying before about the Mobius ring, you could get 3 of them, and because they've got angles on them, so the hexagonal ones have got all the different angles. Yeah. When you link them all together in a Mobius ring, it creates like this really contemporary flower look because it's all the angles then stick out. Ooh. These are brilliant, and they're very thick. They're very heavy pieces of sterling silver, so they look great. Sometimes when you make a pair of earrings, the earring doesn't sit the correct way, so it sits side on rather than front on. Yeah. So you need a jump ring. Well, it's okay just to put a nice round one in there, but if you want something that's a little bit more contemporary or a bit quirky, have a shaped one there. Also, the pear drop ones that are there, they are fabulous for earrings because it will naturally the point will naturally stay to the top of the earring finding. Then you've got all that surface area to put something like the gemstone chain. You can put 4 layers, and it won't all bunch together because you've got a bigger surface area on the bottom. Gorgeous. So it's nicely shaped. It's contemporary, like edge to them. Really beautiful. And you're so right, Fleur. The thickness of this wire is quite amazing. It's amazing that this is 925 sterling silver. It's not, we have in the past bought you matrix collections like this where it's been silver plated copper. This is 925 sterling silver, 92.5% pure silver, absolutely 100% precious metal quality you're going to be getting here. So if you're allergic to any base metals, this is absolutely fantastic because of course it's not going to irritate your skin. Not only that, but it does. It does, the truth is, it does alter people's perception of your jewellery, doesn't it, if you start using 95 sterling silver? Yeah, it does. It goes from, I class it in 2 different areas. I say it's fashion jewellery or it's heirloom jewellery. So it's jewellery that will last the test of time as opposed to fashion jewellery. It's exactly the same as you have on your high street. You can buy a suit for £1,000, you can buy a suit for £100. The one for £1,000 tends to be better made, quality in that. And you want for £100 maybe last you the season, or if you wear it every day, and then you'll upgrade it to another one, or get a different one. Absolutely. And you're making jewellery that will stand the test of time when you make with sterling silver. Well said. Well said, that lady there. Right, okay, price point for this is absolutely incredible. I've already got loads of people coming through for this. For the 2 matrix collections, it should be £39.90, which I know already, by the look on Fleur's face, that's an absolutely incredible price. We're going to go down to Bargain Town. I know. I love Bargain Town too, Ryan. I love it, don't you, Lauren? Lauren loves Bargain Town too. £24.95. I remember one of the first times I ever worked with Fleur, she was almost moved to tears through the anger of the price points that other places charge for jump rings is quite incredible, isn't it? It is. Unless you're buying from a bullion dealer, and then sometimes the quality, or you have to buy like 1,000 of them. You can't just buy a few. It's done on weight. It's very different to buy. It's difficult to buy because you get confused. I've never seen different shaped jump rings anywhere else. And I know that you can make your own. We've got the mandrels to make your own. Absolutely, but then to precision cut them enough to, again, like making the gemstone chain, the waste that is involved, you'll probably be looking at that kind of price for the wastage because you're using like that. To me, this is a slightly thicker than a 1mm wire. It's like a 1.2 almost. They are very substantial. Yeah, they really are. To buy the wire itself, to make those jump rings and to have all those different mandrels, you'd be looking at a lot more than that before you even attempted to coil them, cut them, clean them, tumble them, put them in a box ready to sell. And with the greatest will in the world, Fleur, when you make your own jump rings, yes, there is a great sense of satisfaction, but it takes an awfully long time to do it. To have them all made for you, ready-made for you, it just takes that kind of pressure out of your jewellery making.
I know that, you know, there are a number of, there must be lots and lots of you out there who have very, very busy lives, who have, you know, you're looking after kids, or perhaps you're, you know, you work extremely hard, and you don't want to have to spend a good couple of hours making your own jump rings when you can get them from Jewellery Maker, and they're sterling silver, and it's really great quality wire, and it's really nice and thick wire, and they're all uniform, and all you need to do is just sit down and make that piece of jewellery, just drift away on your jewellery making journey and make that piece of jewellery, rather than sit there and painstakingly make each and every one of them, as Fleur says, to prepare them all as well. Really does take a huge amount of time. So well done, everyone. 5 chances left. They're not going to be there for long. Well done, everyone. Right. Do you know what? This always happens to me. I always get the lid stuck because I don't have long enough nails. I don't have silly long nails. Anyway, they'll just have to stay there for a bit. Cassie's got a bit of blue tack that she walks around with and does that. It's amazing. Clever. Right, where are we going, lovey? Oh, wow. Now, Eslon. I love Eslon cord, don't you, Fleur?
I do.
It's amazing stuff.
I buy it all the time. As soon as I see it on screen, I buy it.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is it about it that you love? What do you use it for?
I love doing chainmail macrame bracelets. So I'll chainmail a small section and then macrame away from it, because you've got 2 end jump rings to attach your lazy cord to, and then you can macrame away. So it makes a piece of jewellery multi-sizeable. Is that a word? Multi-sizeable?
Yeah,
it is now. So you've got that sliding knot, so you can make it to fit most people if you are selling your jewellery. I like to crochet with it. I'm only a very basic crocheter, but you can crochet with it, pearl knot with it. The different thicknesses that it comes in are fabulous, and the range of colour. I mean, that's just like a little rainbow.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's just beautiful. I'd have it like that just in my workshop, so I could just make me smile.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. This full spectrum of colour that you're going to be getting here with this Eslon cord really is. It's just a wonder to look at and a wonder to use. Eslon cord is one of our most popular varieties of cord that you get on Jewellery Maker. Effectively, what you can use this for, if you're into crochet, yes. If you're into knitting, absolutely. If you're into macrame or kumihimo, 100% yes. As Fleur said, if you're into pearl knotting, this is the most fantastic cord to use because it's incredibly strong. It does come in different thicknesses. All of the spools which you're going to be getting here, I was just double checking, all of the spools here are 0.4 millimetres in gauge. You're getting 70 metres on each and every one of these, okay? Have I got all of them here, or have I got too many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gosh, it looks like more than 10. Anyway, so yes, you are going to be getting 700 metres of incredible Eslon cord here. 0.4 millimetres in gauge. A third of the stock's already gone. It always sells out. Eslon cord is just wonderful to work with. It feels glorious against your skin as well. It feels beautiful and silky. This kind of chartreuse one's coming a little bit unravelled, so I'll show you that one. Look at that, isn't that beautiful?
Can you imagine if you kumihimoed with your cool colours, so the ones that are this side?
Yeah.
Just kumihimoed with all those, it'd make a beautiful braid.
Wouldn't it just?
Really beautiful.
Wouldn't it just? It's just quite often with I mean, Fleur was talking a little bit earlier on about the difference between possibly a £1,000 suit and a suit that's £100. It's quite often the way that it's made, or the materials it's made out of. If you make a kumihimo bracelet or a macrame bracelet using something like Eslon cord, the feel of it, the longevity of it against your skin it's just wonderful. This is designed to be worn, it's designed to be used, and it's sold out. But you could quite easily make something using Eslon thread and wear it every single day of the week, couldn't you?
I use a lot of it for pearl knotting because I love doing the different contrasting colours. So I'd use red with white pearls and that kind of thing.
Oh, nice. Nice. Right, what are we doing now, lovey? Aquamarine Star by? Oh my word, go on, let's do it. Who's making that noise? Noise coming from outside the studio.
And this side's outside as well.
Pardon?
There's signs outside.
There's
as well.
signs outside saying, please be quiet,
Yeah.
recording in progress. Spat everywhere then. Sorry. Did I get you?
No.
Good. Right. Aquamarine. Oh, my word. What a sensational gemstone. What a sensational gemstone. It's a gemstone which it's one of those gemstones which for me, I love the myth and legend of this gemstone almost as much as the gemstone itself. There are certain gemstones which have limited amount of myth and legend surrounding them, but they're absolutely incredible, genuine gemstones, which is wonderful. There are gemstones which aren't necessarily my favourites, but have the most incredible myth and legend around them. For that reason, I absolutely love them. With a gemstone like aquamarine, I adore the way this gemstone looks. I adore the quality of aquamarine which we get here at Jewellery Maker. Essentially what you're going to be getting here is bead quality aquamarine. There are moments of clarity in this strand, which I'm sure you can see there. There's moments of translucency. What I love about the quality you're going to be getting here is that colour, that beautiful aquamarine colour, that balance of ferric and ferrous ions inside the genuine gemstones, which give you that bluey green aquamarine colour. And I also love that translucency, those inner fibres you can see spiralling inside the gemstone there. You're not going to get that with gem quality aquamarine. You're going to get a very, very clean, clear looking gemstone, very crisp looking, which is wonderful. But I think for the purposes of having gemstones of this kind of size, isn't it great to see a bit of what this gemstone's about, a bit of that wonderful mineral addition quality going on inside it. So I love all of that. But the myth and legend of this gemstone, I know we can't talk too much about myth and legend with regards to gemstones because it is only myth and legend. However, I have never come across a gemstone which people who I've come into contact with have worn more for the myth and legend than aquamarine. It is absolutely incredible the power this gemstone holds over people. Whether you wear this gemstone, and like I say, it is only myth and legend, but whether you wear this gemstone to protect you against, to protect you when you go travelling, or protect you if you're a sailor when you go on your sea voyages, whether you're scared of spiders or scared of heights. This gemstone is meant to protect you. It is only myth and legend, but what an incredible gemstone. I've never come across a gemstone where there is so much documentation surrounding the myth and legend of this gem. Now, Fleur, I know that you have in the past, I don't know if you still do it. Do you still make kind of reenactment jewellery and things like that?
Yeah, not as much, but yeah, still do pieces.
You must get people who know about aquamarine and are as fascinated by the myth and legend of this gemstone as kind of as we are here at Jewellery Maker, because it is fascinating, isn't it?
I think what the main thing for me when I put aquamarine pieces on my stall or on my stand is people can't believe that it's aquamarine because they see it in high-end jewellers, they see it in engagement rings,
Absolutely.
and they see it in sort of like 4-figure price tags set in platinum, and they can't believe that they can actually buy aquamarine within chainmail as well. So they, they really, really love it. I personally, it's my birthstone, so I absolutely adore it. Yeah, and I wear it in my engagement ring because I've got a antique engagement ring which is because it is the gemstone of engagement, isn't it, as well?
Is it?
Yeah, it used to be.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, aquamarine before diamond became really popular. Aquamarine was what a lot of people used for engagement rings.
Oh, how fabulous!
So yeah, it's like I say, it's one of those gemstones that if you said to people other than rubies, sapphires, diamonds, could you name another two? It's usually aquamarine and amethyst. They're the two that they can name.
Absolutely, 100%.
Then something like a smoky quartz, but this one is really up there because it's a real high end jewellery, and like you say, they're huge, big pieces and beautiful colours. Beautiful,
really, really beautiful colours. And Fleur is quite right. They really are very, very large gemstones you're going to be getting here. And if you think of jewellery institutions like Tiffany's, like Christian Dior, like Bulgari, they use gemstones like aquamarine in various collections which they may have. As Fleur quite rightly says, this gemstone, I think people are used to seeing it in either antique or in kind of 3-4 figure pieces of jewellery. Now, the great thing about Jewellery Maker is we can bring you this kind of aquamarine, which has got this great sense of where it's from, with those gorgeous mineral additions coming all the way through. Plus it's got this incredible colour, and they're all individually faceted, and they're all individually drilled, all done by hand, and we can bring it to you at price points which are just incredible. Kelly says, I wore my aquamarine bracelet in labour. Maybe coincidence, but my labour was 6 minutes. Ow. Ow. What do you think of this price, Kelly, from Warwickshire? £14.95p. Boom! Loads and loads and loads of quality coming through here. And please don't forget, this is 100% hand faceted, hand drilled. To facet each one of these individual aquamarines, you're talking between 15 to 20 minutes on each individual gemstone. It's taken millions and millions of years to form this incredible genuine gemstone, to be able to bring it to you today for under £15. And if you can imagine 2 of these gemstones in a pair of earrings, potentially, well, maybe even with the white gold jump rings that we bought you just a few minutes ago, there's no way on earth you'd be selling those earrings for £14.95p. No way, Jose. In fact, I think if you did, I think if you tried to, I think people would be very suspicious that it actually was genuine aquamarine. Yeah,
they would. I always think to myself, just because you can buy it at that doesn't mean so you have to sell it at that.
No, absolutely.
So, you know, just one of those gemstones on a sterling silver chain or as a charm and a bracelet, you're looking at about £20 minimum for just a bracelet. So just a small chain, clasp, and then just one of those drops. You've used one and you've used 7 inches of chain, say. You know, if you've got one of the metre lengths of chain, that's £20 minimum.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
you've got christenings, and I mean, this is always a bridesmaidy colour as well, isn't it? It's
Definitely.
one of those lovely pastel colours.
Yes, absolutely.
So you know, bridesmaids jewellery, you've got something blue if somebody's getting married. You know, it's such a versatile strand, and being top drilled, it's really versatile because your mechanics to hold it in place only cover a small area of that gemstone, so you can see all the beauty of it.
Absolutely, and I was going to say it's next month's birthstone. It's actually this month's birthstone because it's March the 2nd today. When's your birthday then?
17th.
Are you doing anything fun?
Working here. I've got a chainmail experience on my birthday. So anybody's coming to the chainmail.
What day of the week is that?
Thursday.
I won't be here. Oh well.
I'll save you some cake.
I was going to say, you're going to bring cake in. I bet you will as well, won't you?
And my mum's coming on the experience as well, so I'm...
No.
Yeah. So yeah.
Is she like you?
No, she's not. No, she's like
quiet.
my polar opposite.
Quiet. Awesome. Well done, everyone. £14.95. Fantastic treat there. Okay. Right. I have to say, I was a little bit worried when I arrived in the studio this morning. I couldn't get in. But yes, the gates closed on you, did they, Kim, when you were driving through? Okay, oh, dear me. Anyway, I was a little bit concerned when I came to the studio and I saw this sitting on the desk. I thought, have we got a history of people trying to break into the studio? Am I going to have to beat them over the head with something? I thought, what on earth is going on? Kim then told me this actually is a mandrel. It's a wooden oval bracelet mandrel. Obviously, please, I'm only joking. Please do not use this as a weapon, for goodness sake. This is absolutely awesome. Now, you were talking a little bit earlier on, I'm sure it was you, Fleur, talking about making... Were you talking about making bangles?
Yeah, you could do a wire work bangle from the Dreamcatcher.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And being able to use a mandrel to form that bangle around. Now, we all know that kind of bracelets aren't necessarily, well, our wrists are not perfectly round, are they? So why should a bracelet be perfect round? The fact that these are that this is oval in shape makes them absolutely ideal to make your bangles and your bracelets. But not only that, but it works as a great mandrel and a great template to make other pieces as well. Now, Fleur, this sells out every single time it's on air. I've got less than 100 available. How low are we going to go with this, by the way? Are you serious? Seriously? That's amazing. Lauren's trying desperately to try and do some kind of arty shot for the piece of wood that's sitting on the desk. It is a bracelet mandrel. It is, isn't it? Do something jazzy. Jazzy, jazzy.
Do you know they make great for stacking your bracelets up as well, for showing them?
Nice idea.
You see, I've got my... I'm not supposed to wear these on there. I can't take them off. Just put them over the top.
I don't mind. Why aren't you meant to wear them?
Because it detracts from...
Detracts from the jewel.
So if you just
Really?
put... So when you're, you know, to show them all...
Yeah.
You know, if you've got
On your stall.
Lots to sell, you could layer them all up. Yeah, and so it's space saving on your stand.
Isn't it just? Yes, it absolutely would be, because do you know what I used when I had my jewellery stand? I used a wrapping paper tube wrapped in a tight. And it looked awful with a knot in one end. So basically the foot end. So basically it just looked dreadful. Yes, please use this rather than a wrapping paper tube wrapped in an old tight. Right, okay, so price point for this is amazing. It always sells out whenever it's on air. It's going to sell out again today. Here's your deal.
Wow.
Oh, amazing. I like these bracelets, by the way.
They're my favourite.
They're gorgeous. What are they?
Iolite, jadeite and peach moonstone.
No way, is that jadeite?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's all about the mandrel.
But you know, you can get these in stainless steel, and they're £100 in stainless steel. So if you are making bangles as a profession, or, you know, as a proper jeweller would, you know, professional jewellery maker, then you could warrant probably that, because you're using it all the time. But with this, for me, I've got the wooden one, and I absolutely love it because you can hammer onto it.
I was going to say, can you hammer onto it?
Yeah, you can hammer onto it. You will mark it, obviously, because it's a natural, it's wood, so it's going to, but it won't, it looks even nicer, I think, when it's got a few little marks into it. So if you've got your copper sheet and you want to make that lovely copper bangle or cuff bracelet, like you say, you know, you've got that nice straight edge and it fits nicely, and you can size them. So what I did is I've got two. I've got one for showing bracelets on, and then I marked with a marker pen the sizes on each one.
Oh,
so I've got
clever.
like a 7-inch at the bottom and then going up. So
rather than marking them with a marker pen, Fleur, you could Dremel them on. You could burnish them on. Is that what it's called? No, it's not
pyography.
The pyography, yes.
Yes, Sammy could do that. I can't use that.
There's no such word as can't, Fleur.
No, there really is when you saw what I did.
Did you? Set fire to the studio. Goodness me, no naked flames either anymore. Right, okay. Really? What this? Oh my word. Right, after the break, I'm going to offer you a strand of genuine gemstones that can enable you to make these beautiful earrings right here. My favourite black gemstone, black spinel. We also have an incredible kit, Fleur's second amazing kit. The first kit, we've still got a few left of, and I tell you something, very, very, very popular indeed. This kit, dare I say it, even better, and it's got tanzanite in as well. It's absolutely incredible. Do not go anywhere. Join guest designer Rachel Norris on her Artisan Earrings DVD. Get creating stunning designs in no time at all through the fantastic tuition from Rachel. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and experience many different techniques specifically designed for creating earrings. This DVD covers how to make your own findings, Aztec, Art Deco and Aphrodite earrings. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Ruby is an incredibly popular gemstone here at Jewellery Maker. Its beautiful red tones are instantly recognisable as an incredibly precious gemstone. Ruby itself is a member of the Corundum family, whose sister stone is going to be sapphire. Ruby is the only member of this gemstone that has its own name. Now, when we look at ruby, we look for really beautiful, even tones, and these can run from rich reds, which are often referred to as pigeon blood ruby, right through to lighter, paler tones, almost going into the pink tones as well. Ruby is a birthstone for July, so it makes the perfect addition to your collection if you're looking for those unique presents. And it is the 40th wedding anniversary stone as well. Ruby itself is incredibly hard, being 9 on the Mohs scale, making it perfect for all kinds of jewellery, and we know that ruby itself is the everlasting symbol of love.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with Jewellery Maker FIFO reviews.
Oh, this for me, this is the absolute pinnacle of glamour. I mean, gorgeous. Absolutely 101 billion%. God, don't look at me. Look at the gems. There we go. Honestly. Don't look at my mug. I mean, that Fleur for me, that is the sexiest black gemstone in the world ever.
It is. It is. It's just beautiful and it's flawless, isn't it? It's just gorgeous.
I don't think it's even up for debate. That is absolutely the most beautiful black gemstone. We are very, very proud of our Black Spinel collection here at Jewellery Maker. Goodness me, we love this gemstone so much. There are a number of different reasons why this gemstone looks like this, how it looks like this. When I was lucky enough to go to India about 3 years ago, I was able to go to where a lot of our gemstones are faceted, and I saw black spinel in strands like this. Black spinel on its own, when it's not faceted, is essentially a beautiful jet black gemstone. As soon as you start to facet it, it awakens something in this gemstone which is just unimaginable. Because of the way this gemstone forms, because of its very nature, when you facet black spinel, you have the look of an absolute flawless black diamond. It really does have that clean, glossy, sharp edge, which is absolute perfection. There is no other black gemstone like it. It is why we try a lot of our faceting, our new cuts, our new designs, our new gemstone faceting techniques out on black spinel, because when you facet this gemstone, you know it's going to look absolutely brilliant in whichever way you do it, whether it's going to be a bespoke custom cut quality or whether it's going to be a round cut or a pear cut. These gemstones here are faceted, graduated drops that you're going to be getting here. Absolutely amazing. And they look as beautiful from the top as they do from the bottom. Because they are top drilled, you're going to be getting a beautiful kind of undulation, kind of a zigzag quality on this incredible strand. It also means, because these are top drilled, you're going to get that many more on the strand. Now, if this were to be, if this were to be a strand of jet black diamonds on this strand, I can't even imagine how much it would be. You'd be looking well over 3-4 figures for a strand of jet black diamonds that look like this. Because it is black spinel, we can offer you this incredible strand, the ultimate in glossiness, the ultimate in luster and scintillation, for a price point like this. £19.95. I mean, it's absolutely superb, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. I can't think of a single other gemstone out there that gives you as much glamour, as much power, as much drama as a faceted black spinel. What are your thoughts, Fleur? What kind of, do you think they lend themselves to particular designs or particular moods?
I think they're very red carpet, so they're very high end. So if you're thinking about prom style jewellery, a lot of some people go down the pearls and the paler colours for prom style. Some girls like the real dark and sort of like beautiful, mysterious kind of look with their red carpet glamour looks. This is it'll do both, because you can put it with a white pearl and have a monochrome look and have just one in the centre of a white pearl necklace. It'll look beautiful. You put it with those amazing garnets, and again, you get a different look. It'll stand alone by itself, or you can put it with other gemstones. It's one of the only gemstones, I think, that can hold it by itself, or you can mix it with everything, because it's that monochrome back palette. It'll go with any colour that you've got in your stash.
Now, Fleur is totally right with what she's saying. Mixing it with the garnet, mixing it with white pearls, you really do have a real chameleon of a gemstone here. To make sure as many of you get this incredible gemstone and have the chance to get this incredible gemstone, we've actually taken the price down to £14.95. Today, you've got to absolutely 100% get this gemstone. We've got some beautiful jewellery which has been made here by Fiona Jones. Beautiful, beautiful jewellery, very, very simply kind of clustering together these gorgeous black spinels and setting it with yellow gold, and it just oozes glamour, it just oozes sophistication. Similarly though, with silver, with this gorgeous silver ring, you have such a dramatic effect, such a contrast between the bright silver and that jet black. But it is one of those genuine gemstones. As soon as you have it, as soon as you start working with it, you'll wonder how you ever got on without it, because it really can be that incredible backdrop. And I totally agree with Fleur when she's talking about the red carpet quality this gemstone has. If you think about celebrities like, Christina Ricci and celebrities like that who wear a lot of vintage lace on the catwalk, this kind of genuine gemstone just screams screen siren, doesn't it? It really, really does. All of those incredibly beautiful, incredibly glamorous ladies who are after something a little bit different, 100% perfect, absolutely glorious. Lots of you coming through to get that, and at £14.95, an even better deal than £19.95. Well done, everyone. Lots and lots of people coming through to get that, and a couple of multi-bidders as well, which is great to see. Well done.
With the aquamarine from the other star by.
Do you know what, you're right, yeah.
That would look beautiful, because then you've got a real contrasting colours, but in each one then it would showcase each colour beautifully.
Wouldn't it just, the blue really pops next to that black, doesn't it? Absolutely. Gosh, look at that one there. Amazing, 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 amazing. Right, well done, everyone. Now, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is, I love you. The bad news, that's what my husband always says. Do you want the good news or the bad news, Carol? The good news is I love you. The bad news is, and then he says, I've booked a skiing trip and I'm going away for a week. Great. Cheers, John. Trying to wrestle a 2.5-year-old to bed. You will go to bed. No! Anyway, good news and bad news. Good news is I love you. Bad news is we've got less than 100 of this kit available. I wish, and we've tried very, very hard this morning to try and get more quantity. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to. There's less than 100 chances available for this kit. Without even seeing this kit, if I tell you what the ingredients are, this kit is going to sell out. And in fact, if you just looked at Fleur's jewellery and saw the price, and I told you about the ingredients in the kit, but without showing you any of them, this kit's just going to sell out. I wish, and we've tried so hard to get more quantity for this kit. It hasn't happened. I'm really, really sorry. So it is absolutely beautiful, but we've got less than 100 chances available. I'm just going to tell you what's in this kit, and then, and of course I'm going to show it to you, don't be silly. But I'm just going to tell you, bare copper jump rings, bare copper wire, rainbow fluorite, tanzanite. I'm just looking. I've already got loads of you confirming. You don't care. You just want it. Tanzanite, rainbow fluorite, bare copper wire, bare copper jump rings. You can make jewellery that looks as good as this. Yeah, you honestly can. We've all experienced Fleur's first demo, hopefully. You've seen what a fantastic teacher she is, how she makes things like chainmail. Very, very simple indeed. You can make pieces of jewellery that look, oh my word, a tanzanite and bare copper jump ring brace. I mean, that is just to die for. Oh my word. Now, already this kit is flying off the shelves. Right, let me show you what's in here. Very unusually indeed, you're getting faceted rainbow fluorites. I cannot remember the last time I saw faceted rounds of rainbow fluorite. Rainbow fluorite itself is a reasonably soft gemstone, which makes it incredibly difficult to facet, which makes it incredibly difficult to do anything with as a lapidrist. This is a testament to the quality of the fluorite you're getting, and it's a testament to the skill of the lapidarists who faceted these gemstones, that they have been able to facet these gemstones and to center drill them as well. Fluorite you'll quite often see in unfaceted beads, which isn't a negative at all because it's an absolutely beautiful gemstone, and you know, unfaceted, it's just glorious. To give it a faceted quality, oh my word, they look like little jewels, don't they? They're just beautiful. Peppermint greens, peppermint blues, all the way through to your deep dark licorice amethyst, like Zambian amethyst colours. Isn't that just glorious? Oh, look at that. Some beautiful rainbow ones in there where you're getting greens and purples at the same time, and blues and purples. There's one there that looks like smoky quartz. Look at the colours. Look at the different. In the centre of your screen there that Wes showing you, he's showing you colours in there ranging from Zambian kind of Coloma mine amethyst to Rose de France amethyst to pink amethyst to Brazilian amethyst tones. That's all natural, and it's all fluorite. It's amazing, isn't it? And then, of course, you're going to be getting your kind of your Prasiolite tones in there, your green amethyst tones. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's just amazing, and it's faceted. For that alone, I'd come through to get the kit. For that alone. But this kit just gets better and better and better. Genuine, tanzanite, faceted rondelles. What a colour combination. That works, doesn't it? The purples and the blues work beautifully together. It's rich, it's exotic, isn't it? The greens and the blues, whoa! That gorgeous, soft, silvery grey green with the blues, that is just, they just love each other, don't they? They really do. Those colours really work, don't they, Fleur? Now, I can't remember the last time I bought you tanzanite in a kit. I can't remember the last time I saw faceted rounds of rainbow fluorite. And I don't think I've ever bought you a kit which has got bare copper jump rings in. Now, before I show you the jump rings, I want to show you the wire. You're going to be getting 10 metres of 0.4mm gauge bare copper wire. Absolutely gorgeous. Really, really easy to use, incredibly soft, very, very malleable. And as you can see here, is just made to go with the natural fluorite. And of course, that beautiful purpley blue of the tanzanite just works beautifully with that kind of coppery rose gold quality. I mean, it is essentially copper, but rose gold is a similar kind of quality because, of course, rose gold is gold with copper added to it to give it that pinky quality. Now, with, what a lovely recording. With the gemstones and the wire, you're also going to be getting jump rings. I've never bought you bare copper jump rings before, ever. This quality of jump ring is fantastic to have in a kit because, am I right in saying this, Fleur? You can, because it's bare copper, you can do things to it.
Yeah, so I've aged one of the pieces already.
Have you?
Yeah, I used
coffee
and liver of sulphur to give it a red tinge. So that
with the bracelet there?
Yeah, so that way if I just, shall I hold it up so it's next to the other one?
Yeah,
then
please.
You can see the difference in the colours.
Oh, wow.
So if I just pop that there, can you see the two together?
Mm-hmm. Oh, my word!
So you can see it's gone like a red colour.
Hasn't it just?
So that's just using instant coffee without any milk, a bit of hot water
sugar?
And just no sugar, doesn't like sugar, but it does like salt. You can put salt onto bare copper and you then get a greeny blue. So with bare copper there's so much you can do with it. You can heat it as well. So if you plus just like your Dremel Versa Flame over the top, you can heat it and it becomes like a rainbow effect. And you can seal it. And you can then put like a Renaissance wax, which you've had on before. You can put a Renaissance wax over it and the colour will stay.
And that will seal it.
Yeah, or you can just leave it and it will naturally age depending on the enzymes that are in your skin. It will naturally age to go darker. I send copper really dark and like quite black. I know Laura Binding, when she wears her copper bracelet, she goes quite green. Hers goes quite greeny. Depends what you've got enzymes in your skin.
See, I knew that the great thing about bare copper is that you can do things like this to it. You can age it, you can patina it, you can do all sorts with it because it's effectively not sealed. So, so whatever you're aging it with, be it liver of sulphate or whether it's coffee, it has got something to adhere, something to purchase to because it hasn't been sealed. That is so exciting. Right, okay. Jump ring wise, 200 5mm jump rings, which are here. Okay. 200 6mm jump rings, which are just next door, which are these ones here. Sorry, love. There we go. My hand out of the way. Okay, and 200, and these are all bare copper, don't forget, and 200 of the 7mm open jump rings as well, which again, bare copper. Now, okay, I need to make you aware of something before we even bring the price on screen. You've been going absolutely nuts over this kit, and all I can do is apologise and say I'm so sorry that we haven't been able to get more quantity. I've got less than 100 chances available. I've got way less than 100 chances available now. We have been asking to see if we could get more quantity put towards this kit so we can make more of these kits up to give more people the opportunity to come in and get this. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to do that, so less than 100 chances already. I've got people coming through thick and fast to get this. Should be £43.60, and I've got a screenful of you who are happy at £43.60. It's nowhere near that price point today. How about under 30? How about, oh my word, this is going to go so quickly. How about £29.95? Bare copper jump rings, 600, bare copper jump rings, 10 metres of bare copper 0.4mm gauge wire, and then rainbow fluorite faceted rounds and a strand of faceted tanzanite rondelles. Oh my goodness me. Could you ask for anything more? For Fleur to make the jewellery, perhaps? Fleur, I don't know what you've done or what you've said to get this kit, but it is one of the most beautiful kits I think I've seen on Jewellery Maker in recent history. It's absolutely incredible, isn't it?
It's an absolutely stunning kit. And I don't know how much that tanzanite is, but I think the lowest that I've ever seen a strand of faceted tanzanite is about £20. I've seen plain tanzanite for a little bit less, but for faceted I've seen about £19.95. So to get that, and it's a huge strand of tanzanite.
And it's not wishy-washy tanzanite, is it? It's absolutely beautiful. Those colours are just exceptional. But yes, at the end of the day, yes, it is B quality tanzanite. I wouldn't go as far to say it's gem quality tanzanite, but the colours, oh my word. Okay, right, Fleur, I'm going to come over to you before the kit sells out, because we need to look at the jewellery.
It's very versatile, this kit. If you just want to do a pure beading kit and not use any of the jump rings or the wire that's in there, just to make purely beaded jewellery, because those faceted rounds of fluorite are stunning. The colours that are in there are just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, you've managed to find in your earrings actually colours that match as well, which must have been quite difficult actually.
I did those first. I took those out first.
Yes, I can imagine you probably did. Yeah, they are just amazing.
I just loved it, this kit.
Oh, it's one of those kits where everything just goes, goes together so beautifully. This is just, wow.
Do you know, with this kit, it's one of the only few kits that I wanted to take it all apart and make something completely different as well, and just keep making. If I'd have had 5 of this kit, I could have done 30 different styles of jewellery, because it's just so versatile. It is a beautiful, and that's all the tanzanite that I had left. So, and it's bracelet length after I'd done the tanzanite bracelet on the other end. So that's just purely just tanzanite.
Oh my word!
I mean, that's got to be worth the £29.95 just by itself.
100%. Yes. And we've had a few people texting in about the quantity of jump rings that you're going to be getting in this kit. It is 600 jump rings. It is, isn't it? Oh, sorry. 205 mil, 206. Thank you. 205 mil, 206 mil, and 100 of the 7 mil. Sorry, that's my fault. So 200 of the 5 mil, 200 of the 6 mil, and 100 of the 7 mil jump rings. So a total of 500 jump rings, 10 metres of your 0.4mm gauge wire, your faceted rounds of rainbow fluorite, and your faceted rondelles of tanzanite. Amazing. Right. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to show you the Celtic knot type formation first, because it said it's Celtic chainmail, so I thought we'd do the Celtic one first.
Please.
So this is called double cloud cover, and is its proper name.
It's called what?
Double cloud cover.
Oh, that just sounds lovely.
Or if you turn it on the side, it's called Four Winds. So yeah, but it looks just like a Celtic knot. So straight away, as soon as I saw that I got the 7mm size, I knew that that's what I wanted to make with them, because it's the perfect size to make these little components. And they only take 12 jump rings to make one component. So each one of those knots has only taken 12 jump rings to make. So if you want to just make a pair of earrings and you've got a few jump rings left, perfect for that.
4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 7 or 8 of individual components you've done there?
I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Sorry, it's just me counting and unable to do so. Right.
Okay. So how you start is you need to make a chain of 8 jump rings, but in 4 sets of 2. So I've just got 4 pairs of jump rings just linked together there. I've popped a little piece of wire on the top, which is like a handle, if you like, and you do need a handle for this weave, because you're going to do this weave actually in front of you, so holding it up rather than a flat weave, so it's going to stay like this, and it's really simple. So we've got our 8 jump rings here, and now I've got my 4 jump rings that are going to create the actual knot. So the first thing that you need to remember with this weave is you're always going to work on the first and the third pair first, so the green and the red pair in this case, and they always need to be side on to you, so you can only see like the edges of them. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this slightly to the side so that you can see, because if not, because it's facing me, so you won't see it as much. But if I talk it through as well, hopefully you'll get the gist of it. So I'm going to take the first 7mm jump ring, and I'm going to go through the third pair. Okay, so all I've done is gone through the third pair of jump rings. Now this is where the handle comes in. I'm going to twist. Let me just sort that out, there we go. I'm going to twist my chain till I can't go any further with this jump ring. So my black jump ring is now being stopped by the pink jump ring.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm now going to hook it into the first pair of jump rings.
Ooh.
Okay, so it won't twist any further, so that's it as it sits naturally. I'm now going to twist the chain and lift the jump ring up, and it won't go any further because the pink jump ring's stopping it, so you know that it's in the correct place. I'm going to pop the jump ring through there. Now, because this is double cloud cover, because we've done 2 lots of each one, we're now going to pop another jump ring in there to keep the same formation. Okay, so if you were going to do a single cloud cover, you just do 4 and then just 2 singles. So again, exactly the same place. Now, because that first jump ring's locked that design in place, the second one goes in really easily. It just follows the same path. So now I've got this formation.
Yeah.
So I've got one sticking out on this one sticking out on one side, and this is nice and flat. So now what I'm going to do is turn my work over so that the jump rings that I've just added are on my left hand side, because I'm right-handed. So I'm going to chainmail now, and I'm going to go from the 4th set of jump rings to the 2nd set of jump rings. So you can see that they're already sticking out into the formation that you need. So I'm going to go down through the bottom, again twisting the same way. So I'm twisting it anti-clockwise, the same way. Oh no, I'm clockwise, aren't I?
Clockwise. Yeah.
So I'm going to go clockwise again, so down through the bottom jump ring, twist it till I can't go any further, but you'll meet that second pair of jump rings before you get to that point, and go through that and close. And then with my last jump ring, I just go through the same formation, and there you've got your Celtic knot.
Cute.
So it's really, really simple, and they're great. And I've got, like a lot of the chainmail segments that we do, I've got boxes of these at home that I make up like 20 or 30 at a time, and then put them in a box. And so then if I need a pair of earrings, say like the black spinel, and I want a piece of chainmail above it, I've either got my Byzantine sections that I can go to, my Mobius rings, or my double cloud covers if I want a longer piece of jewellery. So once you've got in the habit, and like anything, when you start making something, because your brain's remembering the pattern over and over and over again, just keep making them. If you've got enough jump rings, just keep going till you've used all your jump rings up, and then you've got all those in a little pot that you can then add them into pieces as you like. What I then did to make it into the actual piece of jewellery there is I used one of the 6mm jump rings on the first and the last pair of jump rings there. So the first and last is held together with a 6mm jump ring, and then you can add into your next one as well. So with 12, like, you know, if you wanted to do one of these in the in the white gold jump rings,
of course,
you could do like the single ones. You could do 2 single cloud covers, and you've not used hardly any jump rings.
Isn't that fantastic and so simple? We've had some texts in. Linda in the West Midlands says, woo, got mine, can't wait till it arrives. Love Fleur's designs, very talented. Welcome back, Carol. Thanks.
Thank you, Linda.
She's amazing,
Thank
isn't
you.
she? And Karen in Worcestershire says, morning ladies, great to see you back, Carol. Fleur, love your designs, so interesting. About bare copper and coffee, yes.
Yeah. Have a play. So you can patina copper, you can even put a boiled egg, take the shell off of it, pop it into a sealed container, so a takeaway container, seal it, leave it overnight, and when you bring it out, it will be naturally tarnished and oxidised with the egg, because it's got sulphur in there. So because your egg has sulphur, then it's like it's not as diluted, it's not as strong as the liver of sulphur, which is pure liver of sulphur. But if you want a gradual effect, then you can.
Can you eat the egg afterwards?
No, don't eat the egg afterwards. No.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, so you just cut it in half. So you've opened the egg up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just so if you haven't got any liver of sulphur and you want to have a go at patina and
Have a boiled egg.
Have a boiled egg. Do another one.
That's
for your patina.
Oh, fantastic! I've got 3 DVDs for you here. All of these are Fleur DVDs. How many DVDs?
Those 2.
I was going to say, how many have you done?
No, that one's Debbie's.
This one is.
And then that one's Debbie's as well.
There we go. There we go. So, Fleur, your Persian and Japanese weaves. Wowza! What designs have we got on the front cover here? They're beautiful.
On the front cover, we've called it the Japanese lace, but it's actually a Japanese 12 in 2, and that's what the samurais would use to keep their armour together along with their kumihimo. So it's very, very historical that for the Japanese.
Me.
They believe that 3 sheets of that crossed over would stop any weapon. It won't. by the way. Don't try.
That's amazing. So on this DVD, on the Persian and Japanese weaves, we've got full Persian, half Persian 3-in-1, half Persian and 4-in-1, Japanese flower, Japanese lace and Japanese lattice. Fantastic. Oh, just glorious. Is that quite an advanced DVD? Because it does look a little...
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, the Japanese weaves are the easiest family of weaves to learn because they are all, they basically do what they say on the tin. So the Japanese lace is 12 in 2, so 2 jump rings hold 12 in place. The lattice is a 6-in-1, so 1 jump ring holds 6 in place. They're very, very easy, and they use 2 different sizes of jump rings all the time. So they always use we always use a 7 and a 5 for that, so perfect if you want to get this kit as well. So everything that you can do these weaves with a kit. So no, the Japanese weaves, the Japanese family is the easiest family of weaves to learn.
Oh, brilliant! So you've got your Persian and Japanese weaves DVD with Fleur. You've then got one of Debbie Bulford's chainmail DVDs. In fact, you've got 2 of them. You've got Chainmail Edition 1 and Chainmail Edition 2. Now, on the Edition 1... Thank you. On Edition 1, we've got introduction, jump rings, 3 and 2 in 2, gemstone bracelet, box weave, Byzantine, feasible knot, and wire gauge information as well. Fantastic DVD if you are just starting out with chainmail, because again, Debbie is a fantastic teacher who explains different gauges of wire, inside and outside diameters. It really is absolutely fantastic. So if you are brand new to chainmail, this is a definite must. And we've got Chainmail Edition 2 as well, which is another one with Debbie, where you learn the butterfly weave, the Helms weave, the 2-in-1, the Bulford bead, the flower chain, and bind jump rings as well. Goes in with me! Oh, those are Debbie's hands. There they are. You learn lots of different techniques on this DVD as well. So another fantastic DVD if you are just beginning with chainmail. And then, of course, you've got your Persian and Japanese weaves as well with Fleur. Should be £14.85 for all. Oh, that's a nice design. What one's that?
They're called whirligigs.
Gorgeous. That's nice as well, the
Japanese
flower.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So it should be £14. So is it £14.85? We're going lower? No. So it should be £14.85, which is £4.95 each. Today, how about £6? That's £2 per DVD. Amazing. Now, each one of these DVDs is around about an hour long, so that's around about an hour's worth of tuition there. But actually, if you were to split this down into a workshop, you've probably got a couple of days worth of workshop tuition in each one of these DVDs. It really is brilliant, and the way that they're filmed, the way that they're edited and put together, really does make it so simple and easy to follow. And it will be like having Fleur and Debbie in your living room with you.
We like cups of tea, both of us. If you could make us a cup of tea and put it on the side.
Fantastic. Now, if you have any questions regarding these DVDs as well, you can also go to Debbie Bulford's guest designer page on Facebook, and you can also go to Fleur's as well, so Fleur Hastings on Facebook as well, and you can ask any questions as well, and I know that you are good at getting back to to people.
Just so, with this one, I've got a workshop that we do on Persian and Japanese, and we only get through 3 of those in the whole day's workshop.
Right.
So the workshops are fabulous because it's hands-on and you can learn, I'm there to help as well. But if you can't get to the workshop, then, for any reason, these are absolutely brilliant. And I've got all of the DVDs that we do because they're so informative.
See, that's fantastic. There are 6 tutorials on here, and as Fleur just said, to get on one of her chainmail workshops, they only get through 3 of the techniques, and obviously, it's understandable why. But on this DVD, you've got a total of 6 techniques, so you really do have a good kind of half a dozen workshops worth of tuition on these 3 DVDs. So many people coming through to get this, because it's not possible for a lot of people to get to the studios and to get to Jewellery Maker to do the workshops, and this is £6.
And buying jump rings can be quite scary for people. So how Debbie goes through on her chainmail DVDs, it's absolutely brilliant because she goes through buying them, she goes through the jump ring sizes, she goes through aspect ratio as well. So if you like the mathematical side of chainmail, you can, it's quite easy to go down that route as well.
And doesn't she go through making your own jump rings as well?
Yes, she does. Yeah, she goes through making them as well. So it's really, really informative. And like you say, they're all fabulous and they've got some great weaves on there.
Almost sold out. Right. Fleur.
Okay. we're going to do the Tanzanite bracelet, which is the gemstone spine bracelet, which is, if anybody's got the European Weaves DVD, is on that one. But I get more questions about this bracelet because when people are constructing it together, they find that it's twisting and it's not staying straight. So I'm just going to go through it and just try and like troubleshoot why it's going to twist and how you can not make it twist and how you can use, because on the DVD I've used 4mm rounds, and on this I've obviously used rondelles, so just how to use a rondelle strand. So this bracelet is so simple to construct. It is like the most beginner one that's on all of my DVDs. It's absolutely fabulous. So all it's going to, what it constructs of is 2 chains of 2 into 1 chains. So I just need 2 sections of this. So I'm just going to show you how to make a 2-in-1 chain, which sounds a little bit easy. It really, really is that easy. Okay. So I'm going to pop that down to one side. So what you need to do is you need some closed jump rings and a few open jump rings. So you're going to do these chains the length of your bracelet. So it doesn't constrict in size. If you make 6.5 inches, your bracelet will be, the chainmail section would be 6.5 inches worth of chainmail. So I'm going to take my first open jump ring, and I've used the 5mm jump rings for this. And 5mm jump rings are the perfect size because you can use it with most of your rondelles as well. And I'm going to add on 4 closed jump rings to 1 open jump ring and close it up. If I split that 4 either side, I've now got my first part of my chain. So instead of opening and closing 5 jump rings, you can actually you can open 1. And because our jump rings come so perfectly closed when you get them, it's very difficult to see the opening on them. They're that great that you can just use them straight out the bag. Just check them before you use them. I always just give a quick look over and just make sure that none of them are slightly open. If one is slightly open, just get your pliers and close it again, or use that as an open one, because with chainmail, if one jump ring is slightly open, it could pull out of that pattern and it will just create a little gap. Okay, so you're going to carry on till you've got your 2-in-1 bracelet, which looks absolutely beautiful just as a single chain by itself. If I just bring over this section here, you can just see these are in different colours just so you can see it. But you can see it's just a really nice little chain just by itself. You don't have to do anything else to it if you didn't want to. Fleur. And all you've done is just linked open jump rings into closed jump rings. It's that simple. So what I'm going to do is pop that down to the side. So what we need is 2 sections of 2-in-1. So there's one. There's one section. Let's get them all facing the same way. There we go.
There we go.
And then the next
You
one.
are such a perfectionist, aren't you?
I am. But I'm not in anything else that I do, you know.
Really?
Nothing, no.
Just
no,
jewellery making?
I'm not tidy, no. My husband will tell you. My wardrobe is the floor.
Oh.
He picks everything up. I told him when I married him I didn't clean or tidy or anything like that, and he still married me, so there we go.
Nice.
So what we're going to do now, so we've got our 2 lengths of chain, and all we're going to do now is take some more open 5mm jump rings, and we're going to attach the 2 single jump rings together. And what this does is it creates a channel for your gemstones to sit in. So if I just collect those 2 up and those 2 up. So you can do this in larger jump rings, but you just obviously need then a larger gemstone in the middle to pad it out, if you like. So you just carry on, attach it. Now what I do when I attach them is I attach 2 or 3 at a time, and then I'll add the gemstones, and then attach another 3 and then add the gemstones. So all I've done there is I've attached them all together, so you can see that in between the purple jump rings is created a channel.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay, so if I just move, I'm afraid I'm going to have to move to the correct size just to show you in the correct size, because I don't have gemstones that big to get in the middle.
Why not?
I know, I'm just rubbish, aren't I? I can't help it.
We'd need golf balls, wouldn't we? Imagine Tanzanite's big enough to go in there.
Gosh. No, about the size of your head, wouldn't it? So, what we're going to do now is we're going to move to this section. So what I've done with this is I've used different colours just so you can see. You can see the bare coppers aging beautifully in there.
Lovely.
So that's your spine. If I just hold it like that, you can see where the bare copper is going to create that beautiful spine. Now, on the very first jump ring that attached the 2 chains together, I've popped on my crimp and my crimp cover.
Lovely.
Now this is going to create your first bead, if you like, so it's how we're going to attach the gemstones in.
Okay.
You can use monofilament if you want, but you'll always see where you've tied it on, because you'll always see that little end of a knot. So I
Right.
prefer to use beading thread rather than monofilament. What I'm going to do now is go through my beading thread through the very first, the next one along on the chain, and pull it through. So now that, and this just, you just have to organise it a little bit. That now sits as your very first bead. So it looks like it's part of the design. You can't actually see where the beading thread starts and finishes. So I'm just going to lay that down. Now when you've got a strand of rondelles...
You're actually going to use a tanzanite?
I am actually going to use a tanzanite.
Amazing.
When you've got a strand of rondelles that are mirror graduated, now the gap in between each one of these is 4 millimetres. Okay, now these are 2 by 1 going up to, I think it's 2 by 1 and 3 by 2 or something like that.
Yes.
So it doesn't really matter what size they are. So any of your strands of gems of distinction, what you can't use is you can't use the middle section because that is too big. You'd only get one in the middle of each one, and then you'd have a gap so you'd see all the beading thread inside. So what I tend to use is if I just pull that together, I tend to use the first sort of like quarter on one. Oops, sorry.
That's all right.
Talking to myself. There you go.
That's
See
okay.
what I'm doing.
That's all right. Doesn't matter.
So the first sort of like inch and a half, and then the same on the other side, and then I use it like that. Okay, so I'll go to the middle of the bracelet, and then I'll cut this section off and use from here back down, so it still carries on the graduation.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're using a 4 millimetre round, you only need one gemstone in between each gap. When you're using the rondelles, you need 2 gemstones, and this is where it's all going to go spectacularly wrong, because I can't see what I'm
No, it
threading.
won't.
Ah, there we go. So I've now added on 2 of my tanzanite. Okay, so I'm going to pop those down to where they're going to sit. Now you just have to check. So it's a little bit more time consuming when you're using rondelles to using rounds, because they're perfectly round and they'll fit every single time. So you may add one on in there that's a little bit too fat for the gap, if you like. So you just take that out and pop it to one side and use that in your earrings or another project. Now what you're going to do now with your end of your beading thread is use it as a needle and go through the very next jump ring along.
Lovely.
And just let it untwist. So try not to kink your beading thread. And there you've got your first 2 tanzanite in place. Okay, so they sit in absolutely perfectly in place. Now, when so you're going to carry on all the way along the bracelet to the other end. When you get to the other end, what people are having, a few people have had problems with, is that the whole bracelet's twisting. The reason why your bracelet will twist is because this is pulled too tight. So as you pull it tight, it will start to twist, because the pressure, the tension should be in the bracelet and not in the gemstones. So it's not like a gemstone bracelet where the tension is on the clasp and you need to hold it tight. This has to be loose. So what you need to do is pop it around someone's wrist or a mandrel. If you've got the oval mandrel, absolutely perfectly. Pop it around the mandrel and then crimp the last one in place. So you'd go all the way along. When you get to the second to last one, so if I now was to say I'm at the end of my bracelet, what I'd do, I've got a gap left, so I've got one jump ring here and my last jump ring here. I would then put my crimp and my crimp cover in this section. So go over and round the top of that jump ring and then back into this section. So the main thing that will always go wrong with it, well, not always, but if you pull this too tight, it will just start to twist around. So if I just pop another.
Just so you know, we've only got about 30 of this kit left, and I have got 50 of you with this kit in baskets. Please check your baskets out. We've tried to get more quantity of this kit. It hasn't happened, unfortunately, today. So do check your baskets out. I can just see loads of you checking out now. Oh my word. Please check your baskets out. This kit is going to be a sellout. Faceted rounds of your fluorite. There's your tanzanite and your, oh my word, and your jump rings and your wire, and it's all bare copper. It's amazing. And it's $29.95 as well, which is just amazing. Very, very quickly, I'm just going to show you very quickly the oval jump ring maker that I've got right here. Your chance to come in and get this is right now. I didn't even know this existed, the oval jump ring maker, but apparently it does. So you have the opportunity here to get a jump ring maker to make oval jump rings, as you might expect by the name. So it's exactly the same as the round jump ring maker that we bought you earlier on, but this one you make ovals. Just gorgeous. And you can do pretty much the same kind of weaves with this, with oval jump rings?
Yeah, there is a few that you can't do. So something like that full Persian, it's very difficult because you need the roundness, because you need the aspect ratio, or the gap in the middle, if you like. On Saturday, because we've got some brand new pattern jump rings on Saturday, we're going to go through a little bit of aspect ratio on Saturday, just to try and demystify it for everybody. But oval jump rings, they're fabulous. So you could do the double cloud cover that we've just done, so the 12 jump rings, or you could use the oval to elongate the bracelet out, because obviously it's a bigger surface area. Oval jump rings are stronger in necklaces and bracelets for your ends of your fastenings, because they're always cut on the straight, so they're always cut on the side.
Ah,
so you're
right,
beading thread in your. Can I just borrow the tanzanite bracelet?
Of course you can.
The other one, sorry, the beaded
Of course you
one.
can.
So where you've got a round jump ring, obviously the gap in the jump ring, the beading thread could work its way out if the jump ring wasn't closed perfectly. With an oval jump ring, it's cut on the side, so the beading thread and the clasp sit in the smallest area. It's well away from the well away from the cut.
From the cut,
so
yeah.
they're fabulous. They're great as well for your kumihimo end caps.
Absolutely,
because
yeah.
you can't get a round jump ring, I believe, through one of those.
Through
very
the
difficult.
end caps, yeah.
Yeah, but this, it's so, again, use them as mandrels. They're great for earrings, you know, your shepherd's hooks. And the base plate is exactly the same as our round. So if you've got, so you want to keep one base plate at home and take one with you, that all the mandrels that are jump ring making mandrels will fit on the same base plate.
Fantastic, thank you so much for that, Fleur. Okay, so should be £9.95p. We're going to go even lower. We're going to honour that lowest price ever. Absolutely fantastic. Here we go. All the way down from £9.95 all the way down to £7.95. Enjoy. Fantastic. Get your oval jump ring maker. And as Fleur says, because I'm really excited, I'm going to be with Fleur on Saturday. We have got some brand new pattern jump rings as well, which is going to be just incredible.
Yeah, they are. They're fab. But they would look amazing if you got the first kit with the pattern, the twisted wire, because we had patterned oval jump rings in that. So you could get, if you got the first kit, you can make oval jump rings with that twisted wire to match the pattern jump rings that are in the kit already.
Brilliant. Thanks for that, Fleur. Right, fantastic.
So I just added a few more in there, so you can see how quickly it starts to pull together. But if you can see, if I just push all that up together tightly, there's no give now in the actual chainmail. It won't give. Can you see that it's really struggling? So it will start to twist. Whereas if I let go of the tension on the beading thread and let the chainmail bend, then they find their own natural sort of like resting place, and you won't see the beading thread through it at all. You know, if you wanted to use the larger ones in the middle, maybe have a little practice at putting like one of the large ones in the middle. For me, I preferred to have the two because it looked more of a block colour all the way through. So that's how you're gonna get that bracelet not twisting.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. So, here's the finished item. £29.95 for the entire kit. With the fluorite as well, which must have been an absolute joy to work with.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I just think this is a me strand because I changed my hair colour so much.
Yes, absolutely. It's a chameleon strand.
It is. And it's just, I mean, some of them are like rosy, like a rosy apple. They're just beautiful.
Beautiful.
And when you get some of them that have got the two colours like striping together like that one there.
Yeah, you've got some beautiful
it's got like
zebra
a
ones there. Green and purple in there.
It's just...
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Just absolutely. You could look at it for hours. You could literally stare at this strand for hours and hours and hours and lose a lot of time.
You really could do. No, honestly, Fleur is being very, very honest about it, and you really, really could do. It's just absolutely sensational. Kim says we've had somebody texting in about... Oh, can you remind us again the size of jump rings you used in this bracelet here?
So I've used a 5mm jump ring in this style bracelet because I wanted the gap to be 4mm on the inside to put the gap in there. You can use the 6mm jump rings as well, but you'd have to then go up to about a 5mm or maybe 3 rondelles in between. So have a play with it. I mean, thing is with chainmail, you can't have a play. A lot of people say, oh no, you can only do that with that and that with that. I just say chuck that rule book away. It's like Mark saying you can only do macrame with one style of beading thread. You know, you can use so many different sizes and have a play and see. If you did with the 7mm, you'd be able to get the fluorites in between, but it'd be a bit chunkier bracelet. So it's entirely up to you how you want to work your kit.
Gorgeous.
It's just beautiful.
Okay, very quickly, I'm going to show you. Fleur, you're going to literally hit the roof. Okay, I've got jump rings here.
I'm diving in already.
4 different types of jump rings. Back. 4 different types of jump rings. Okay, we have got, oh my word, yellow gold jump rings. Absolutely beautiful. So these are your yellow gold 0.8mm gauge wire 5mm jump rings. 10 of these in a pack. Yellow gold open jump rings. Less than 50 chances available. Here's your price.
Wow. Wow.
People just going to be falling over themselves to get hold of these. I've got loads of precious metal jump rings here. Yellow gold open jump rings, not yellow gold plated copper or yellow gold plated silver. This is 9 carat yellow gold open jump rings. Amazing. Right, £29.95. Get them, add them to your order, because if you don't, someone else will. Okay, next, which one, Kim? Rose gold. Rose gold jump rings. Not rose gold plated. Rose gold plated silver. Rose gold jump rings. 9 carat rose gold. So rose gold is essentially made up of gold and copper to give you that beautiful pinky colour. So again, these are your 5mm jump rings. Sorry, I should have shown you, for the yellow gold ones, I should have shown you these ones because they're exactly the same size, okay? So these are yellow gold ones, which are £29.95. Your rose gold open jump rings, again, 10 of them in a pack, 5mm in diameter and 0.8mm gauge wire. Rose gold open jump rings, and again, here's your amazing price. £29.95. Oh my word.
Can I just say as well about
yes.
the 0.8 wire, sorry. 0.8 wire in precious metal like gold is tougher than silver. So if you had a 0.8 wire in sterling silver,
right,
it's more malleable. But with the gold, it's got a little bit more, you know, it holds its structure a lot better.
Right,
which is why you can go down to a 0.8 wire with them. So they're very, very strong.
Oh,
very
wow.
strong.
Just fantastic. I didn't know that. Fantastic. So £29.95 for your 10 rose gold jump rings. Okay, what's next, lovey? Yeah, okay. So I've got more yellow gold jump rings now. Not those ones. We've done those. 0.7mm in gauge, and you're getting 4mm jump rings. Fleur, these are so sweet. They're so beautiful. They're so petite, aren't they? They're beautiful.
If you want, sorry.
No. I was just going to say, how could you utilise these?
So you can still use these in chainmail.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a 4mm outer diameter. You need to take off 1.4 for the wire gauge on either side, because it's 0.7 on either side. That will give you the inner diameter. So if you're used to doing something like a Jen's pin linkage, where you need a smaller inner diameter, you could use these for that. But they're fab. For me, they're great for attaching earring findings to, and bracelet clasps and necklace clasps, because they suit that chain. Because we've been doing a few 9 carat gold chains as well. I've seen 1 or 2, which is 16 inches. So if you wanted to extend the extender chain on it, you could with that, and it would still look so beautiful.
Lovely
and petite.
idea. And please don't forget these. This is 9 carat yellow gold. In the past, we've bought you yellow gold plated copper or yellow gold plated silver. This is 9 carat yellow gold. It's not plated. Absolutely amazing. Here's your incredible price point, just £16.95. I don't know anywhere where you can get anything like this, quality-wise, size-wise, and quantity-wise, for a price point like this. As Fleur, you touched upon this earlier on briefly and said, if you do get jump rings elsewhere, sometimes you have to buy 1,000 at a time or 500 at a time. My budget certainly isn't going to stretch that far.
Yeah.
You know, I can't afford to buy 500 yellow gold jump rings. It's much more manageable, this, isn't it? It's a much more manageable way of doing it. It is,
you know, and to be honest, you would only get these from a bullion dealer. So in the jewellery quarter in Birmingham, we've got quite a few bullion dealers that a few of them have made jump rings, but you're talking hundreds and hundreds for the quantity that you have to buy because they sell them in weight. But if you were to stretch all those out, I'm not saying you would, but if you were to stretch, that would be quite a length of metal that has taken to make these. And don't forget, it's taking into consideration the waste as well, because the first and last jump ring, when you coil and cut your own jump rings, you can't use.
No,
so
absolutely.
if you can get hold of 9-carat gold wire, I'm sure you won't be able to make them for that price.
No way, Jose. Finally, last ones, you've guessed it. 9-carat white gold jump rings. Oh my word, absolutely stunning, aren't they? Again, you can just tell, this is white gold. This is only the second time, first time was a little bit earlier on, only the second time I've ever seen white gold on Jewellery Maker. This is amazing. White gold jump rings, I think this is only the second time you've ever seen these on Jewellery Maker as well, Fleur. It's just astonishing that we can now do not just yellow gold plated copper and yellow gold plated silver, but we can do white gold, solid 9-carat white gold jump rings. Again, these are the smaller diameter ones, so 0.7mm gauge wire, and you're going to be getting 10 in the pack, and they're 4mm in diameter. Just incredible. And again, £16.95p.
If you close them up and just put them onto a chain and put 5 in a chain, that's that very Liberty-esque style of bracelet and necklace that sells for hundreds of pounds in precious metals. Just close 5 of them up, pop them onto, even if you pop them onto a sterling silver necklace, you've got a sterling silver and gold necklace then, you know, and you've used 5 of them. I'd
probably mix up. I'd mix them up. I'd mix up the yellow gold and the rose gold and the white gold. I might have 3. I wouldn't have 6, but I'd definitely have 3 of them together. On a precious metal chain, and just, oh my word, Fleur, just imagine how that is going to look.
Or just 2 in the front of that tanzanite bracelet.
Oh yes.
So you could just put 2 as spacers. Like I've got spacers on mine, but in a larger scale. Use these in your precious like gemstone little rondelles, and just use them every 10 every 10 tanzanite, put a precious gold.
Oh, gorgeous. Thank you so much for that, Fleur. That is just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I must just say very quickly, we still have genuine chances left for this kit. We had about 50 of you with this kit still in your baskets. Please check your baskets out, because it is going to sell out. I've had lots and lots of other people getting involved on the web and on the phone line since we went back and showed it to you. 25 of these are still in baskets. I don't have 25 chances remaining. Please check your baskets out. In this kit, of course, you've got your rainbow fluorite, which has been hand faceted. So you've got round faceted rainbow fluorite rounds, which is unbelievable that for a gemstone which is essentially quite soft, that we've taken the time to individually facet each one of these gemstones. So you've got your round faceted fluorite beads. You've also got your faceted rondelles of tanzanite as well, plus 500 jump rings. You've got 205mm bare copper, 206mm bare copper, and 100 in your 7mm bare copper. They're all bare copper, including the wire as well, the 10 metres of your 0.4mm gauge bare copper wire as well, which means you can do things like you can age it, you can oxidize it, which is exactly what Fleur did with this beautiful bracelet here, using coffee and
liver of sulphur.
Liver of sulphur, that was it. Which looks entirely different to these jump rings here in this beautiful in this beautiful necklace, which is absolutely stunning. Which is bright. Can you see the difference between the two? It's quite amazing, isn't it? You've got this collection here which is much, much deeper, darker, and much more red, whereas those bare copper jump rings there are much brighter and shinier. Gorgeous. So I've got more of you checking out now, which is absolutely fantastic, so well done to all of you there. Coming up in just a few seconds, do you know what this is, Fleur?
Yeah, I think so. Does it begin with L? Yeah. Wow.
Lepidolite coming up in just a few minutes as well. And really? An A-graded labradorite coming up within the hour as well. Goodness me, there is so much to get through. Oh my word. Don't go anywhere.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget, you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair comb, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Chrome diopside, which as the name suggests, gets its vivid green colours from chromium. It's not a particularly well-known gemstone. Diopside, or sometimes known as Russian diopside, was first discovered in the early 1800s and derives its name from the Greek words dis and ops, meaning two-faced, in reference to the 2 ways of orientating the gem before cutting. Diopside is unusual in that it has perfect cleavage in 2 directions. To see more of this incredible gemstone, stay tuned to us.
Always eat the wrong food. Always, always, always eat the wrong food. Popcorn. When am I going to learn? When am I going to learn? I ate popcorn the other day before going to the dentist. Stupid thing to do, because it does get stuck in between your teeth and...
Don't go to the dentist. Scared.
Just don't go.
Petrified of the dentist.
So I had to go with the 2 girls. I had to go with Pippa and Hat, and Pip was just crawling all over the floor, pulling at wires. So I had her on my tummy. Hattie was sitting reading a Mr. Mem book, looking at Mr. Mem books in the corner, and she just kind of kept looking at me because of all the drill noises and stuff. And she got quite kind of worried that I was in pain. And
they say it's good for them though to see that it's at such a young age that nothing's going to happen.
Oh, bless them.
I think that's why I'm scared. My mum never took me when I was a baby.
Really?
But I was about 6 when you get the school dentist. We used to have the school dentist.
School dentist? Yes, I remember the school dentist.
Yeah.
Quick once over.
Yeah. And a
Yeah,
sticker.
you're fine.
And a sticker with a car on it. I've been brave.
I've been brave. I've been brave. Have you seen on Facebook there's those adult stickers? Well adulted. So I did the washing up today. I almost made it to the gym today. I didn't spend all my money today. And, brilliant stickers. We should get them. I have a sticker.
Yeah.
I have to give Hattie a sticker. Every time she brushes her teeth, I have to give her a sticker.
Aww.
It's just her pyjamas are just, it's got loads of them. It was a toss-up last night between either a sticker in the shape of a bird or a sticker with the letter M on it, and it took a good 5 minutes. If you notice, when you say to kids it's bedtime, they start doing everything really slowly. Put your books away. Yes, mummy. And it's just like, just put your books away. If I said put your books away, we're going to watch Pointless, it would be, right, Box away! Pointless. Anyway, right. Oh, look at this. Fleur was right. Lepidolite, the most amazing gemstone. Believe it or not, this is natural. Amazing, amazing, amazing. This gemstone can be found all over the world. This particular lepidolite comes from Mozambique, but it can be found in places like the Ural Mountains in Russia, to California, to Brazil. Absolutely incredibly, incredible quality. This kind of opaque but sparkly quality is just amazing. It is. It's got like glitter in it. It reminds me of, you know that. This is going to completely. Oh no. You know when you go to the fair and the fairground rides, you know the paint they're painted with is like glittery. It's just like that, isn't it? It's so beautiful. It's just full of promise, full of kind of magic kind of quality. Absolutely incredible colour with it as well. This gorgeous kind of soft velvety purple colour as well. Absolutely wonderful. And these little shards of element inside the gemstone give you that gorgeous kind of silver leaf, silver flake effect. Absolutely glorious. Now these are really quite substantial gemstones. Each one of these rectangles is roughly 25 by 14 millimetres in diameter. It's an 18 centimetre strand as well. So on this particular strand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these gemstones. Fleur, with a gemstone of this kind of size and that looks the way that this does, because it's unlike any other gem, it's a little bit like Charite, I think, but that's the only other gemstone I can really liken it to. Because of the size and shape of these gemstones, what do you think they lend themselves to design-wise?
For me, they're just individual pendants. They
Lovely,
are beautiful, like a lariat style where you could use it to go through the loop, or just a tassel necklace. I know Debbie Bulford loves her tassel necklaces. Use it there and then have an array of chains coming out through the bottom. But they're great connectors as well. So if you wanted one sort of like collarbone to collarbone and then have lots of chain mail coming underneath,
nice.
So you create like a Grecian or a Roman style necklace, that would hold on their togas,
yes,
that kind
I know
of
exactly
look.
what you mean.
They're perfect for that. For me, they're a little bit big for me for earrings because I don't like big earrings. But if you're into your larger earrings, then what
about cufflinks?
Cufflinks, perfect for cufflinks. Yeah,
they would be great for cufflinks, wouldn't they?
Really love it. And even though they've got that silver, like mica-y element to them, they'd still be okay for masculine jewellery as well.
Oh, definitely.
If you popped a leather cord, put one on a leather cord. I don't know how big the drill holes are, but you could put a piece of wire and then coil either side onto the leather cord. Just one, so you could make them quite boho or rusticy look, or you could get them really high end with the black spinel tassel, say, coming underneath.
Absolutely, and purple and orange goes really well together. Yeah. I mean, this with the spessartite garnet. We're harping on about this spessartite garnet till the cows come home today, but it is absolutely delicious. Look at that colour combo. Should be, believe it or not, $37.95. Well, that's amazing, isn't it? But we're going to go lower. Oh yeah, gorgeous, genuine, natural lepidolite. Absolutely glorious, glorious gemstone. We don't see often enough on Jewellery Maker, in my opinion. £29.95p. Oh my word. And if you think about this as using these gemstones individually or pairs of to either make, as Fleur suggested, earrings or cufflinks, you really are going to have quite a nice little money-making strand here, 100%, aren't you? If you make cufflinks out of these or your rings. Hey, this would make a nice ring, actually. Set kind of that way round. What do you think? Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Do you know when you did the infinity pendant with Laura Bynum, where she used one focal gemstone, you did an infinity pendant, I'm sure it was you on DVD, and you built it up in layers around, but you had a big focal stone that was centre drilled. You could use these for that DVD.
Nice idea.
That would be perfect, because then you can make it as big, as round or different shapes as you want. You're not limited to that rectangular shape.
Full of great ideas, isn't she?
Only when I come here. Only when I come here. Save them all up.
Save them all up. Whereabouts are they now? Are they on the desk now? Ah, brilliant. I'm a bit like you, Fleur. Here, I have to say, I do talk the hind leg off a donkey when I'm here, especially when I'm on air. I get very excited, and I do get, yes, I am quite chatty I think is the word. And you either like it or you don't, but I'm here, so duff. And then as soon as I get in the car, silence. I don't even have the radio on going home. Silence. No, I just don't. I think I use all my words up. I actually don't talk a huge amount when I'm at home. I'm not actually that kind of chatty and kind of, well, I am, but it makes it sound like I live in a silent house, but.
I do, because I work by myself at home when the kids have gone to school. So unless I talk to myself or the dog, there's nobody else to talk to.
I bet you do, though, don't do you talk to yourself?
When I'm doing my chainmail kits, I talk it like a demo, so I know that it makes sense. Oh. So I talk it through like it was a demo. So yeah, I do talk to myself, actually. Maybe I need help.
Right, okay. Sterling silver earrings. These are the beautiful ones we wanted to bring you earlier on. Oh my word. And I'm not really a dangly earring person, but I absolutely would wear these. I love these. Stunning sterling silver earrings. They are 925 sterling silver, okay? These beautiful long posts on the bottom, they dangle beautifully, don't they? Absolutely gorgeous. You can see here as well, you've got little posts on the front of the earring, just here, which is fantastic for doing things like popping some polymer clay onto there, or even the pearls that we had in the first hour, actually, the half-drilled pearls. Can you imagine half-drilled pearls popped on there? In fact, we might have some, oh yes, we've got some half-drilled shell pearl coming up in a moment as well, just popping those on the front of that. How beautiful would that pair of earrings be? They come with butterfly backs as well, and they've got really easy little post to pop through your ear as well. They are just gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. Fleur, what would you add to these? Would you add anything to this kind of dangly pendant on the bottom?
No, I'd leave that really classic. I'd leave that as a beautiful elongation of that, because it's pure sterling silver, isn't it?
Exactly,
so it's got
yeah.
that beautiful shine to it. I've got some half-drilled amethyst at home that I got a couple of weeks ago from here that came with a ring, and I've got 2 left.
Oh, lovely.
So if there's any of these left, I'm going to get these, because I do like the longer earrings.
$6.95. You what? Fleur, there's not going to be any left, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, there's not going to be none left at that price. I thought there'd be about £14, the amount of silver that's in those.
Oh
wow.
My word, that's amazing. Oh, just incredible.
And if you didn't want to put any, if you just like them as earrings, you could take that little post off and just file it down, get one of the needle files that are on the website, and just file it down, snip it off, still sterling silver, so pop it in your scrap pot, and then you've got a beautiful pair of earrings.
Boom. Well done, everyone. Right. Yes. 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 Oh, yes. Here we go. Okay, peacock colour shell pearls. Oh, my word, these are just delish. I love these. Oh, wowza, wowza, wowza. Okay. Oh, my word, they're gorgeous. How many are you getting? 20. Blimey. Wowza. 20 or 10 pairs of half-drilled, what are they called? Cabochons of peacock shell pearl. Aren't they just delicious? Now, these have got little drill holes in the back, so if you wanted to set them, I mean, obviously I don't have the proper tools to do it at the minute, but if you wanted to, here we go, I'll have a go, one-handed. There we go. There you are, that's a kind of, right, hang on. Try and have a look at what Carol's doing, Ryan's saying. Try and show it, as embarrassing as it is. I know, there you are. Half-drilled shell pearl. All you need is a bit of your cement glue, which is available on our website, and there you are, done. Incredible. Right, 20 of these or 10 individual pairs. Here's your amazing price point for all 20 of these. They are just gorgeous. All the way down, here you go. For 20 of your half-drilled shell pearls. Oh, they're beautiful. £6.95p. Oh, my word. Fleur, I'm thinking about these in earrings, but also in things like cufflinks as well. They're going to look fantastic if you just adhere them onto things like shoes and handbags.
Yeah. Or if you've got a big Y-work piece and you can just glue them onto the end. So instead of doing a coil, or, we do a swirl to finish off the end of a Y-work, you could just glue that onto the end and then sit it flat. So if you did want to do an infinity pendant with those lepidolite, because they've got the same sort of like purple tones running through them, when you finish the ends of wire, you could just glue that onto the end and it's finished the end of wire beautifully. And you've used them in your designs. But yeah, definitely handbags, shoes.
Oh yeah.
Gorgeous.
There's nothing nicer than seeing something which has been upcycled.
Yeah.
It's really, really lovely, and there's such a sense of achievement with it as well, isn't there? If you've got a plain black handbag or a plain pair of black court shoes or something like that, and you just want to upcycle them a little bit or make them just a little bit more bespoke, they look absolutely fantastic. And with items like this, it's just so easy to do. Great in millinery as well. If anybody, if any of our viewers make hats or fascinators, these would work absolutely beautifully. Using them as little vintage style buttons on hats and on fascinators, absolutely gorgeous. I love these.
I think you can actually get like a plastic button back, can't you, from haberdashery shops?
Okay.
So you could glue it onto a button back and then have it as a pearl button.
Oh my
so
word.
on, you know, blouses and coats, and because they're shell pearl, they're going to stand up to a lot more than a culture pearl would do, because you know, you can spray hairspray on these and it's not going to damage. Not that you'd spray it directly on them, but you know, for bridal commissions, things like that, you know, or fascinators, like you say, prom jewellery.
Gorgeous. Lots of you coming through to get this. Thank you so much. Please don't forget, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything, and you're only paying £2.95p per order. Sorry, say again. Snowing in the West Midlands.
Oh no.
Is it really? Blimey. Snow day. Love it. It's snowing, says Kelly in Warwickshire. Warwickshire! I live in Warwickshire! Kelly, whereabouts are you in Warwickshire? Where is it snowing? Hello, it's really snowing outside. That means I can't go out. What a shame. Nat! I can watch my fave girls on JM.
Oh.
That's nice, isn't it? Didn't you used to love it when you were a kid and it used to snow and you used to listen to local radio to see if your school had been shut?
Well, I used to live on a 1-in-3 hill, so the school bus never came down, because I used to live at the top of the valley, and so our school was right at the very bottom of the valley. So yeah, we never used to go to school when it was snowing, because it would just drift about 6 foot snow drifts. We were always snowed in.
I can remember
we used to go to school on our ponies sometimes. When we used to go to the junior school, which is a little bit further up the hill, we'd go on our ponies, or we'd go take the ponies to the shops and then laden them up with bags of things like that. Yeah, we always used to, because you just get snowed in. It was great. I used to love it.
There's a little school. Well, I've got to start applying for schools this coming year for Hattie, who's going to start school in September 2017, which I just cannot get my head around. She will literally be 4 by about 10 days. But anyway, so there's a school which I really want her, which I'm going to apply for, hopefully, and hopefully we'll get a space. It's at the top of our road, and I reckon I could go and pick her up on my bike.
That'd be lovely.
I love that, taking to school with a little book bag and everything. Oh my word, I just love it. Science experiments and all that kind of stuff. I love it.
It's okay until you've got to take Pippa as well, because then it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
When I take Marcus, I've got Maximus and he's running off here, there and everywhere.
Maybe a little trailer or something. Anyway, sorry, I don't know, sorry. Star by, amazing Labradorite, don't go anywhere. Right. The plain and simple fact about this is it's going to go, okay? This Labradorite is A grade, which means quality-wise, Labradorescence-wise, it is right up there. We are very, very fortunate with the Labradorite we get here on Jewellery Maker. And we constantly get viewers and customers texting in about the quality of the Labradorite that they've received from Jewellery Maker. When we give you the chance to vote for your favourite gemstones every year on Jewellery Maker for our New Year's Day show, the vast majority of you will vote for labradorite as being your absolute favourite gemstone. It's the kind of gemstone that you could show it to somebody who knows nothing about gemstones, who's got no interest in gemstones at all, and all of a sudden they've got an interest in gemstones. The amount of guest designers who I've spoken to who've been working with labradorite at home, and their partners who might not necessarily have an interest in gemstones, sees them working with this gem and then have said to them, oh wow, that's nice, tell me a bit about that. It's quite amazing. The magic and the majesty this has is just utterly brilliant. But the labradorite we have on Jewellery Maker, extremely high quality, which is wonderful, but it is representative of such a tiny percentage of labradorite. Not all labradorite that is mined looks like this. This has had nothing done to it, absolutely nothing. All that's happened is it's been mined, it's been cut into the rough shape, it's then been faceted into the round shape. It's been it's been center drilled, and then it's been put onto a temporary strand. That is it. It's had no treatments at all. Because when you look at this gemstone, you look at it and you start to think, especially if you don't know this gemstone, you start thinking, what's happened to this gem? What's it been coated with? What's it been heated with? Nothing. This is entirely natural, and it's just mind-boggling. Right, are you ready for this? Because it is amazing. It is absolutely, oh my word, it is absolutely incredible. Wow, 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 wow. Amazing. You are looking at A-grade labradorite. With with labradorite, you can have a number of different, what I describe as background colours, ranging from black all the way through the grey scale, all the way through to almost like a khaki olive green. What you've got here is quite a light background collectively across these labradorites, which allows the labradorescence to shine through. Now, by labradorescence, I mean all of those blues, all of those greens, all of those pinks and purples, all of those apricot colours that you can see in this strand. Now, what you are seeing is light entering the gemstone and reflecting off the inner layers inside the gem. The thinner layers will give you the cooler colours, so the greens and the blues and the yellows as well to a certain point. And then the thicker layers are going to be giving you the pinks, the apricots, the purples, the lesser seen colours. I have to say, the whole strand together for me works beautifully. You've got some absolutely incredible examples, but I have to say I am seeing labradorescence. I mean, I'm looking at it on a black background from the top, so not the best place, because of course we've got studio lighting here. In daylight, this is going to look even better. On a white background, it's going to look absolutely superb as well. I'm looking at it in the worst possible scenario, and I can see labradorescence in, I reckon, well over 90% of the ones you've got here. And that's just looking at this angle here. As soon as I start to move them, yeah, even more so, even more incredible. Now, Fleur, undoubtedly you would have worked with labradorite quite a lot on Jewellery Maker. For you, why do you think so many of our customers love this gemstone? What is it that we get so right with our labradorite Jewellery Maker, do you think?
It's so amazing to look at. It's such a beauty, and it's such a conversation starter. So if you're doing craft sales and like tabletop sales, things like that, and you're a little bit nervous, people will gravitate. If you put this as like a showcase in the middle, it's a great talking point, because you can start to break the ice with people. You can say, oh, you know, that's called labradorite, it's natural, and then they'll start to talk to you and learn all about it. I think everybody loves it because of the player colours that comes out of it. Yeah. So you can see, like, it's like a peacock of colours that come out of it. It's just amazing. It's being kissed by unicorns and fairies and mermaids. It's just like magic is trapped inside it, and it is, for me, it's my bestseller, because women like it because it's beautiful, men like it because it's interesting, and you know, you can lose, like we were saying about the Fleur, you can lose hours if you've got that on, as a stretchy bracelet on your wrist. You could lose hours just looking at that, and it's if it's on your neckline piece, when you walk into a room and the light catches it, people come up to you and say, oh wow,
what is that?
What's that? I've never seen that. And to say it's come out the ground exactly like this and all it's had is polished and shaped and drilled, and that's all that's ever happened to it. It's amazing.
Now, we are determined today to give as many people the opportunity to get labradorite as possible. If you are brand new to Jewellery Maker today, perhaps you've never picked up the phone, perhaps you've never clicked buy it now on our website, maybe you've never taken part in one of our opportunities here on Jewellery Maker. Today, we're going to make this an opportunity for you. I would love every single person who has never ever opened an order with us on Jewellery Maker to open one today. This is the gemstone which will get your excitement going with genuine gemstones. This is arguably one of the most inspiring genuine gemstones you can get on our channel. £14.95 is not your price, because we want as many of you to get this gemstone as possible, as many new bidders as possible. I would love to see my screen full of new bidder, because this is the gemstone that has started off so many people's passions for genuine gemstones. It is arguably one of the most magical qualities in the world. And if you are brand new to Jewellery Maker today, free with your first order, you'll get started with Jewellery Maker DVD, which is free with your first order, which has got loads and loads and loads of tutorials on it, including how to make earrings, how to make bracelets and necklaces, information about findings and our toolkits. Findings are what basically hold your pieces of jewellery together. You've also got your Get Started with Jewellery Maker booklet, which again has got lots of tutorials in there, lots of information on basic findings, so things like jump rings, crimp beads. Don't worry if you don't know what they are, it doesn't matter. All is explained in this booklet. Lots and lots of tutorials as well, and information about different kinds of thread. Making different pieces of jewellery, such as earrings to stretchy bracelets, the simplest, most basic techniques to make it as easy as you can, to make it easy as we can for you to join our community. So all of this free with your first order. And like I say, the reason why we've taken this A grade labradorite down to £9.95 is because the plain and simple reason we want to get as many new people involved with this incredible genuine gemstone today as possible. I think that there must be millions, if not billions of people out there whose love of gemstones started with a gemstone like this, because it's natural, it's exciting, because it's natural, it gives you a natural interest in this incredible world. Genuine gemstones are wonderful, but when you see a gem like this, which is entirely natural and it gives you so much, wow. Enjoy, 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 enjoy. And if you are brand new today, we'll be seeing you again, because you'll get this home and you'll come back for more. We know you will.
You could do 2 stretchy bracelets with that, couldn't you? Wear one and then the other one would just... I mean, I sell a lot of my jewellery when I go to school. You know, school mums.
Do you?
Yeah, if
oh,
I've got something on,
fantastic.
they're like, can you make me one of those and bring it up later?
Oh.
So, yeah.
Right, okay. Yes. Oh my word. Right, okay. Woo! 2 years ago? No, probably more like 3 years ago. We wouldn't have been able to bring you these. No. No. Why? Well, it's a funny old world, isn't it? These are stunning black agate seed beads. They're described as seed beads. They're seed beads because obviously they look like little seeds. Would you believe me if I said that to facet a genuine gemstone, which is 2mm in size, to facet and drill a genuine gemstone, which is 2mm in size, is actually a lot more difficult than faceting a gemstone, which is bigger? It kind of makes sense though, doesn't it, when you think about the amount of pressure a gemstone is put under once it's when it's being faceted and when it's being drilled. And a larger gemstone arguably will be able to withstand more of that than a smaller genuine gemstone. They're very, very, very time consuming, and they have in the past been extremely expensive to produce strands like this. And we found that 3-4 years ago, we just could not be competitive with the price point of our strands of seed beads. We've got over that. How have we got over that? Okay, well now Lapidus and our teams over in India and China are now totally comfortable with faceting a seed bead quality. We have the equipment to do it correctly. We have the equipment to do it correctly and safely and to bring you the very best quality. Not only that, but because we order so many seed bead strands because they're so popular, we can bring them to you at much more competitive prices. To give you an idea, the kind of price points that we were looking at kind of 3 years ago for a single strand of seed beads was probably $9.95 there or thereabouts for just one strand. Today, 3 strands of black agate seed beads, and this is your price point. It's amazing, and we are beyond competitive for strands of seed beads now. I don't know anywhere that can bring you genuine gemstone seed bead strands for what? £5 each. I mean, just incredible. Fleur, I know that you appreciate how gemstones are faceted because, of course, you make your own pieces of genuine gemstone jewellery. You've worked with lots of metals in the past as well. You understand what goes into physically making things like findings as well. Yeah. And to faceting gemstones, it's understandable that it is really labour intensive to make strands like this, but it's worth it though.
Oh, it is. It really is worth it. And a lot of designers will use, especially all of us guest designers, use these seed beads in different ways. So you could use these in the gemstone spine strand that I've just done in the chainmail. Yeah. Claire will use them for, she did some beautiful scarab beetles on Saturday. She used them for eyes. Rachel Norris will use them to infill little bits in her wire work. Laura Binding uses them. Jan uses them for channel setting. Yeah. They've got so many different uses. And because, I mean, you can't actually be that someone's physically drilled them and faceted them. Yeah. And I think that's what I can never get my head around, that somebody can, I can barely see them, let alone. Yeah. I'd need like a magnifying glass that you can see the moon with to be able to do that kind of work. Yeah. And they're also perfect. You know, if you're into your bead looming, like I know Sarah Elvin loves her bead looming. Definitely. You know, Prue loves her kumihimo, to be able to make something delicate, because not everybody likes big chunky jewellery. Some people would just like that as a plain beautiful bracelet and necklace. Definitely. And you know, it's really stunning. So I don't ever see these as just spaces. They are just pure beauty just by themselves. Arguably one of the most versatile sizes and shapes you're ever likely to work with. Well done to everyone who's come through to get that. We've got to move on. We've got so much to, oh my word, got so much to cram in between now and the end of the hour. Sorry, which one? Sorry, Livy? 3. All right, now we got. When are we doing the garnet? The garnet. Spessicite. What do you mean you don't know? Doing what Hattie does is when she wants something and she's trying to be surreptitious about saying it, she speaks out the side of her mouth. What's Mr. Tumble? What's Dumbo? Hattie, just say, Mummy, can I watch Dumbo, please? Oh, look at this. Spessicite coming up, opportunity after next, and I've got Ruby next. Right, okay, here we go. I know, Ryan, I know. Ryan says, you can't just say things like that, Carol. Sorry. Check this out. Oh, my word. It fills my heart with hope to think that we are 2nd of March. I'm going to forget the fact that it's probably snowing outside. But it fills my heart with hope to think, oh, yes, it is almost springtime. It is almost time for those daffodils. It's almost time for that warm sunshine. These beautiful strands you're going to be getting here. 6 strands of gorgeous shell pearl. Now, this is shell pearl. So what you've got here essentially is shell which has been ground down and reformed into perfect pearl shapes. You can get any size, you can get any colour of the rainbow, and that is a great thing about shell pearl. Not only that, but you get this perfect round shape. If you were to look at trying to get perfect pearls in a perfect round shape, from Jewellery Maker, yes, you absolutely would be able to get them, but you would not be able to get 6 strands of them for a price point like this. This is absolutely ridiculous. Price point should be £28.70. Not today! Absolutely amazing. You are going to love, 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 love this. Oh my word, the gorgeous colour combination there is just amazing. £17.95. I love it. I just make loads of stretchies out of this. See, I'm quite a quick fix kind of person. Yeah, stretchies. But it would just look great. Stretchy bracelets. What is it about stretchy bracelets, Fleur? Whenever you put them on,
it makes you look like you've spent ages dressing yourself and laying
Yeah.
your outfit out, whereas I'm
Yeah.
literally just grab something off the grab something off the floor or out the washing basket, spray it with the deodorant, and just put it on.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that really in my house. But you can so simply make something so easy out of this, but it's just going to look so effective, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Even just to restrand one of the larger strands there,
Yeah.
and pop a clasp on it as a necklace. Vintage is everywhere at the minute,
Oh,
and it's not going
definitely.
to go away for a long time.
No.
And you can go down the vintage pastel routes, or you could go down these vintage with these more luxurious, rich golds and peaches that are
Definitely.
there. And you know, just one of those with a simple white blouse.
Mm.
You know, like I say, I went to Solihull and went into lots of the shops, and there's lots of just pearl, like plastic pearl strands,
Yeah, yeah.
and they were £20 to £30 for one, and that was with a base metal, like just like a, I don't know what, brass clasp, and it was £20 to £30, and it was just knotted on the end, because I could see the monofilament knotted onto the
goodness
end.
me, yeah.
So, you know, and that's just for one necklace. For me, these are fabulous. And do you know what these are really nice as well, the larger ones? Napkin rings at weddings.
Oh,
So if you
lovely
do like a
idea.
napkin ring and have it a little bit bigger, and then you can have it as a favour then for the lady, you could do a stretchy bracelet, because you could do it, double it up, couldn't you? And have a
Gorgeous, what a lovely idea.
So really nice. Even just, do you know what I'd love to do? Get a nice one of them goldfish bowl.
Oh, don't.
And
And
then
put them in there.
Them in there.
Put your hands through them.
Yeah.
There's nothing nicer than the feeling of
But you
them-
could keep
of
them
that.
on the
Oh,
strands
yeah.
as well, though, couldn't you? You could keep them all and then
Yeah.
just layer them all around. Really
Oh,
lovely.
Fleur.
Love them.
Right. Okay. Oh my word. What, this one? Oh my word. In yellow gold? Oh, this is amazing. Oh my goodness me. Pop that there. Really, is it amazing? Yeah. Oh my word. Kim just said to me, this is incredible, and the price on this just does not make sense. And do you know what? She's totally right. Okay. Handmade chain. The majority of chain you get nowadays is machine made, and that is the way of the world. Whether you get chain from Jewellery Maker, or you get chain from Tiffany's, or you get chain from Bulgari, or you get chain from Boodles or De Beers, the majority of chain you get nowadays is machine made, and that is absolutely fine. That is absolutely fantastic, because it gives you a regular link, a regular linkage, and it's the easiest way to do it, the most time efficient way of doing it. If you are going to add anything else onto that chain, i.e. genuine gemstones, you cannot do this by hand. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. You cannot do this by machine. It has to be done by hand. Each one of those gemstones has been individually hand faceted, hand drilled, and then threaded onto a piece of yellow gold plated 925 sterling silver wire. Each one of those bits of wire has had an individual wrap loop. If you don't know how to make a wrap loop, don't worry, it's in your Get Started booklet, free with your first order. You make a wrap loop, you then apply, you then get another gemstone on another piece of wire, and you link them together and you do a wrap loop, and basically you do that for a meter's worth of chain. The amount of wire you need to make a meter's worth of chain, the amount of offcuts, the amount of wastage you will have, is quite simply eye-watering. Especially if you're working with a precious metal chain and precious metal wire like you are here. This is yellow gold plated 925 sterling silver. Fleur, was it you said to make this kind of chain would take you about 4 hours to make a metre length?
It'd probably take a wire worker about 4 hours. It'd take me about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone like Claire or Alison, Laura, those kind of ladies, they probably take them about 4 or 5 hours to create.
Goodness me. And if I tried to make this, or if Fleur tried to make this, or even if any of our wire workers, wire working guest designers tried to make this, you can't really guarantee you're going to have the time, the patience, or the inclination to make sure that each and every one of those links is completely and utterly regular. Okay. The reason why I'm kind of harping on about all this is because the price point for this does not make sense. If I was to tell you today £15.95p for a metre of handmade yellow gold plated 925 sterling silver rose quartz chain is not your price, I know, utterly ridiculous. Here's your deal today. You're gonna love it. £9.95. Can I pop that to my neckline, please? Where in the world could you get anything like that? Does that look like $9.95? I mean, I know my top's from Matalan, but my word, that does not look like a $9.95 necklace. It's amazing. Other shops are available, Primark, H&M. There we go. I mean, it's just amazing, isn't it?
You couldn't buy the wire
No.
to make it, let alone the gemstones and then the time. And if you price your time at £10 an hour and it takes you 4 hours, that's £40 in labour just to even make it. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's very satisfying if you like doing the regularity of all the loops. For me, it'd be torture.
There's more to life.
Yeah, but for me, this is a no-brainer. Have them in your stash because you'll always headpieces, like festival headpieces, anklets. Coming into the summer, although it's snowing, little anklets, beautiful.
You're going nuts for them. I'm so pleased to see that so many of you at home, or wherever you are, you might be watching us cheekily at work, are looking at this and thinking, do you know what, that is absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to have to get me 2 or 3 or 4 of those. It's just incredible. Right, okay, do not, which one is it? Yeah. Okay, don't go anywhere. You're about to see one of the most incredible strands of ruby in the world ever. Fleur literally did this really funny kind of involuntary thing when I showed her this strand of ruby. She went, that is amazing. It is. It's one of those, it's a strand of gemstones which literally, if you're eating anything at the minute or you've got anything, if you're sipping on anything, just finish what's in your mouth. Okay. Because literally, if you don't, then you're going to redecorate your living room, because this strand of ruby is obscene. I mean, it is, have I got the right one here? What's the code on this? Got to make sure I've got, yeah, it is. Oh my word. Right. Have you got the details on this, Kim? It is natural, isn't it? Right. Just take a look at this, honestly. I have never, no, my hands have not shrunk. This is true to life. These are, believe it or not, natural Indian ruby 11mm plain rounds. These are bigger than a centimetre in diameter. Oh my word! This is the single most, this has got to be the biggest carat weight strand of ruby we have ever brought to you on Jewellery Maker. This is like a planet. They are, I just cannot reinforce how enormous these are. Fleur?
I'm going to ditch Claire as my best mate and they're going to be my new best mate. Because they are awesome. I've never seen anything like that.
I reckon we could actually just sit here in silence, bring the price on and just watch them all being snapped up. We had a strand of ruby on Monday. And I have to say, it was absolutely delicious. It was divine. It was glass-filled ruby, amazing. The clarity was incredible. The colour was amazing. It was a beautiful strand, wonderful. And I want that strand, yeah? The strand that we've got here today is the reason why I love natural ruby, because the colour is epic. It is just, it's not even up for debate. The colour is epic. It's like a strand of Morello cherries. It is epic, epic, epic. Margaret in 5. Morning, JM. That's the first time I've tried to whistle with a mouthful of coffee. See, I told you, Margaret. I told you. Don't do it. I did warn you. I honestly, this is the reason why I love natural ruby, because you can have a gemstone strand that looks like this. I have never bought you 11mm rounds of ruby, ever, and I'm not entirely sure I ever will do again. These are just incredible. And the fact that it's natural and the gemstones are identical in colour is absolutely spellbinding, isn't it? You've got these beautiful layers or inner silks you can see inside the ruby. Can you see them? And they appear to be silver. And what you're looking at is the inner fibres, the inner silks inside the ruby reflecting light back at you. You'll see them occasionally. Look, it looks a little bit like silver labradorescence. It is unbelievable. And with rubies of this kind of size, you will see that. Of rubies of this kind of size, you will have people who won't believe you when you say this is natural Indian ruby. Natural ruby that's 11mm in size, more than a centimetre. Now, when you consider that over 90% of sapphire, and ruby is a member of the sapphire family, it's the red variety of sapphire, is heat treated these days, or treated in one way or another, I should say, I beg your pardon. This is even more special because this is entirely natural. I mean, price point wise, if there was one independent, and I'm just literally thinking the most simple necklace in the world, yellow gold chain, an eye pin, so a pin with an eye on top of it with a ruby, make another little eye there and just have it as a little bar there, just one ruby on a yellow gold chain. If I was to sell that, it would have to be for over £100. It would have to be, because the quality, the calibre, the colour, the natural essence that you're getting here is beyond anything I've seen before. For the entire strand, it should be, I can't believe that, it should be £134.95p. I've already got you with this in baskets. I've already got dozens of you there waiting to see how low we're going to take this. You are not going to be able to believe this. For one gem, I'd pay that, Fleur. For one solitary gemstone, for one of these, I have never in my days. The amount of people who've just come on the phone lines now at $99.95, it's just, Fleur, what on earth would you do with this? How would you use it? How would you give it the attention and the stage it deserves? Oh my word.
I would definitely be using the yellow gold jump rings that
yes.
we had. And I'd probably just use one in the centre of a bracelet and then put a jump ring either side to frame it, give it like a halo or like a bead cap end.
Beautiful.
And then, I know we've got some yellow gold, or we've had some yellow gold head pins, that through the middle, do a wrap loop on either end, and then just a yellow gold chain, and have one as a bracelet.
So for somebody who loves chainmail and loves arguably quite technical designs, you would do something as simple as that?
Yeah, because I don't think, for me personally, I love ruby with yellow gold. I absolutely love it with it, even if it's yellow gold sterling silver. I just love it with that yellow colour. For me, if I did a sterling silver big chainmail piece and had one of these in the middle, I think I'd detract from the ruby with the sterling silver. For me personally, I love it with yellow gold, and that's what I would do with it. I would probably get some really beautiful large pearls and have one in the centre of a large it's a whole pearl necklace, and then one in the middle just to break it up as well, and pearl knot in between. So beautiful.
I agree with everything you said, Fleur. I agree with putting it with yellow gold. I think it would just be a match made in heaven. Approximately on this strand, you're getting, I mean, I've just done a very, very quick count, so forgive me if I've forgotten one or two, but approximately you're going to be getting 17 on this strand. I would, you're kidding me, seriously. Based on that, that's less than £6 per gemstone. That actually makes me quite sad. I can't believe we've taken it that low. This is a very, very special strand, as I'm sure we can all appreciate. We've had loads of texting about this strand, people just texting in, wow, like Tracy in Lancashire. And the amount of people who've come through, boom, says Sonia Great in London, the amount of people who have come through on the phone lines and are adding this to their order. Yes, it is a more considered price point. It is £99.95p, but you are getting almost 20 11mm natural, and the key word there is natural 11 11mm rubies. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. And I tell you what, if there's any of those left, I'm having one of those strands, definitely. Defo. And even if you're looking at this and you're thinking, I really love that, I really want that, £99.95, I can appreciate that's a good price. If you wanted to do effectively a strand share with somebody, you get a strand and then you give half the strand to one of your beading friends and do it that way. Makes it a lot more affordable. Guess designer who? Jan. Oh, is she? Oh, I was going to say, really, what, into the studio? Jan. Guest designer Jan's come through to get one of these. Well done, Jan.
Don't blame me, Jan.
Hey.
Jan would use one of those in her pearl designs.
Yeah. She just used one in the centre.
But with the tanzanite, I love ruby and tanzanite. It's just it's a beautiful. You would never think of putting them together, but it really is beautiful because it's got some bluish. What do they call it? Pigeon blood, don't they? Which is like a bluey red.
Yeah.
So it's got those cooler tones coming through it.
Oh wow. You're absolutely right, Fleur. And of course, the tanzanite came from Fleur's second kit with the rainbow fluorite and the bare copper as well. That with the ruby. Oh my goodness gracious me. Amazing. Well done. Okay. Okay, we've got time for this strand here. Fleur, you've been looking at this strand all show. I know you probably want one of these. You're not going to get a chance to get one. I'm sorry, we've only got 24.
Oh, I'm not going to get one then.
Well, sorry. I've got to be honest. I've got to be honest. One of the rarest varieties of garnet, entirely natural, entirely beautiful, and entirely brilliant in the fact that each and every one of these gemstones individually hand-faceted, individually hand-drilled. Look at this beautiful strand. I'm drawn, obviously, aren't we all, to the incredible colour, that marmalade colour, that burning ember colour, that absolutely incredible power behind this stunning strand of garnet. Spessartite garnet is one of the lesser known garnets. It's one of the lesser seen garnets on Jewellery Maker. What you get with spessartite garnet is an incredible amount of tangerine colours, marmalade colours. Think of really beautiful, almost Madeira citrine kind of colours. Madeira citrine is an extremely rare variety of citrine that I don't think I've ever bought you on Jewellery Maker, but it is an extremely rare variety of citrine. This has got that Madeira citrine colour. If you're looking for that, you know, archetypal Madeira citrine colour, this is absolutely it in your spessartite garnet. I'm obviously drawn to the colour, but I have to say, on a par with the colour for me, is the attention to detail on this strand. You've got gemstones in here ranging from 6x3 all the way down to 3x2. If I can just show you this, I don't know how close you can get, Lauren, but look at, can you see the attention to detail even on the really beautiful, petite little spessartite garnets there? These gemstones are no bigger than a grain of rice on the end, but they've all been faceted. They've all been hand faceted. How? I mean, how many years worth of training and practice and refining your art does it take to be able to facet a gemstone as rare and as beautiful as spessartite garnet, and to do it with such finesse? Beautiful quality. There are so many gemstones that we bought you today that I would use this with. Definitely with the black spinel. I think that is just an absolute yes, 100% yes, yes, yes. Definitely with the lepidolite. If we do have time to play this in the next hour, definitely with the amethyst as well, with the Zambian amethyst. Gorgeous, gorgeous quality. Price point for this is absolutely amazing, okay? We've got January's birthstone. Whoa, Lauren giving you a bit of a shove there. The price obviously shocked her into shoving the camera. Doesn't surprise me though, $74.95 for something which, just the faceting alone on this gemstone strand collectively would have taken hours and hours and hours. I love it. Orange is such a positive cover as well, isn't it, Fleur?
And because it's a garnet as well, because it's a January's birthstone, some people don't like garnet, the traditional
red garnet.
So you've got the option of making birthstone gemstone jewellery with a different colour to that. I think that I would pay that for half that strand.
Yeah.
I think since working here, I've become a real gemstone geek, and I love rarer gemstones, and I love the fact that I can own them and I can make jewellery from them. And again, you know, with your chainmail designs, you're just dropping these off of some delicate, like the butterfly weave, just dropping them off of the wings of the butterflies. And if you're really stuck on how to wire wrap them, Sammy did a brilliant demo a couple of weeks back. If you go onto YouTube and look for Sammy's videos, she did a fabulous demo on how to briolette wrap the tops of these beautiful little gemstones, because it can be a bit scary. You look at them and you think, oh, I don't know how to do that. But Sammy did it absolutely wonderfully. So, you know, have a look at Sam. Or if you go on, I guess, designer page, she's dead good at answering questions.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks for that, Fleur. Brilliant. Okay. Yes. Here it is. Okay. So I do have a little bit more ruby. Shaded ruby this time. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. With a strand like this, you are getting the full quota, the full complement of ruby colours in here. Where is this ruby from? Does it say? I assume this is filled. Okay, so it says that this is African ruby. I assume this is filled ruby. Natural. Right. Goodness me. This is natural ruby. Look at the clarity you're getting. Okay, this is something that I never expect to get with natural ruby. Natural ruby gives you an incredible colour, if it's great quality, obviously, like the ruby that we had a few moments ago. What natural ruby doesn't tend to give you, and what I never expect to see with natural ruby, even with Jewellery Maker's quality natural ruby pieces, is clarity. And that is because of the heat treatment that normally applied to rubies normally can help to bring out the clarity a little bit more. The quality you're going to be getting here is just second to none, isn't it? You're getting moments of exceptional clarity here. And not only that, but this is African ruby, but it looks to me like you're going to be getting the kind of the purpley bluey reds that you would tend to get with Thai ruby, the more orangey reds that you tend to get with African ruby. And then you can sometimes get more of an orangey red, more of a kind of like a fire engine red as well, with kind of things like your Burmese rubies as well. You're going to be getting the most beautiful complement of colours going all the way through here, and it's all entirely natural. That's news to me, goodness me. Price point wise, it's amazing. It really, really is absolutely astonishing. We don't have many chances available. You've got to absolutely get this in your basket straight away, because your price point today for a strand of 30 carats of shaded natural ruby, have a look at this, 24 centimetre strands, here's your price, £21.95p. You've got to go for it. You've got to go for it. Now, Fleur, you said about setting ruby with yellow gold. Would that go for even the lighter colours of ruby as well?
No, I probably took that with the silvers or the rose golds. So with this strand, I'd definitely do a gemstone spine bracelet, what we did with the tanzanite in the second kit, and I'd shade it all the way through. So I'd stick again to the outer edges of each that strand and leave the middle bit for other projects. Yeah. But yeah, I'd shade it all the way through. It'd look absolutely stunning.
Mark's going to be happy about that.
But yeah, I just really like the darker rubies with the yellow golds, because I think it really complements the colour. But that's just my personal preference. You might look at it and say,
absolutely,
you know, I'm going to put silver or antique bronze.
Antique bronze would be amazing.
Beautiful, or, you know, raw copper, so that it ages so beautiful as well. But definitely with the more pinkier ones and going through to the lighter ones, definitely with the silver, because it'll make it fresh. Or white gold, yeah, if you were lucky enough to get the white gold.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, gorgeous, absolutely amazing. £21.95. So if you were looking at that ruby a few moments ago and you don't necessarily have a gem buddy, and you're thinking, gosh, I really do love my ruby, I really want to get some natural ruby, this is one for you. £21.95 as well. Amazing. Right, okay, what's going on now, Lovey? Okay, so coming up in just a few moments, we're going to be bringing you this gorgeous, I believe it's Zambian amethyst, but I've got to double check that. This is going to be coming up in a few moments. You are going to be losing us on Freeview in a minute, so please do try and join us on www.jewellerymaker.com, or by joining us on our Sky channel, which is Sky 665. So thank you very much if you have been watching us on Freeview. How long have we got, Ryan? Okay, fantastic. So if you have been, so brilliant. Natural Zambian Amethyst coming up in just a few moments. If you have been watching us on Freeview, thank you very much for joining us. And if you can join us on our website, jewellerymaker.com or on Sky 665, then please do. We'll see you the other side of this.